made. We are live, man. History was made, ladies and gentlemen, tonight in Chicago, in the United Center. And there's nothing anybody can do or say about it now. CM Punk is all elite. Absolutely chilling tonight in every sense of the word, man. CM Punk is back. Took a microphone, and for 20 minutes, the wrestling world stopped and admired the man that WWE cast away 7 years ago. Was there another wrestling show that happened tonight? Huh? Oh yeah, the one with rematches. The same show as last week. Who gives a shit? Tonight, we celebrate history being made. Tonight, we feel the winds of change right here on Off the Script. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is absolutely the number one podcast in the entire IWC, as I see 38,000 hungry fans of professional wrestling inside the venue. I am JD from New York. This is Off the Script. You know, man, I don't even know what to say. I wanna admit this type of excitement, man. I don't have a script. I never have a script on this show. For 6 years, I don't have a script about anything, man. All I've ever done is given myself bullet points on everything that I've ever discussed with you guys. If you don't feel it now, I don't think you'll ever feel it. If you don't feel it now, you're being an ignorant asshole. You're being a fool, you're being a clown, and you're being, simply put, a hater. For days, I've had people reach out to me, oh, he's not coming. For weeks, I've had people reach into my Instagram DMs, and my Twitter wall was filled with, why are you so confident? How do you know? How do you know? Who do you know that you know all this information, that you're so confident that CM Punk is going to be back in AEW, coming back to professional wrestling after 7 years away? I just know. You just know. When you know something, you just know. CM Punk returned tonight, and it put to rest everything that was ever said leading up to this episode of Rampage. 15,000 people inside the United Center gave you an absolute deafening reaction that only the world of professional wrestling can emulate. This is why we love professional wrestling right here. Everything about this 20 minutes tonight is the reason why you, me, and everybody love professional wrestling. This is the reason why we love this fucking sport. It's not sports entertainment. Fuck that. Fuck it. CM Punk is back. I've been a fan of CM Punk, just like everybody else in this goddamn live stream, for years. We've all cried with him. We've all watched him. We've all followed him. We followed him into the desolate fucking years that he sat at home contemplating what his next maneuver in life would be. To see that man come out tonight, stand on that stage, just take it all in, stand there legitimately wanting to fucking break down and cry in front of 15,000 and what will absolutely be over 1 million watching Rampage on TNT tonight. How could you not feel for CM Punk? You know, Roman Reigns said something very funny, and I know it was a typical WWE comment. Not faulting Roman Reigns for what he said. CM Punk is not a draw. CM Punk is not a draw like the John Cenas and the Rocks of WWE. He was never that big of a draw, so he had to take his ball and go home just like everybody else. I think tonight put that statement to bed as well. CM Punk is absolutely, inevitably a draw. Tony Khan just solidified, I don't know where Daniel Bryan sits in all this, but Tony Khan solidified at least 150,000 buys of All Out on pay-per-view, which will be not only the highest grossing AEW pay-per-view of all time in its 2 years, but it will be the highest grossing pay-per-view in many, many, many years, thanks to CM Punk. CM Punk is absolutely a draw. That should be put to bed tonight because this show was sold out in a day, pre-sale. And when it officially went on sale to the general public, sold out. I don't care how many seats were left. I don't care how many nosebleeds were left. I don't care what amount of money those nosebleeds were going for. This was a fucking sellout. Everybody was given the opportunity to be a part of history. Doesn't matter what the amount the ticket cost. Everybody there was able to be a part of history. CM Punk sold out the United Center. 3 weeks with not one match announced before all of this happened tonight. Not one match. When that show went on sale, not one match. This show sold out on a whim, on a thought, on a prayer, on mere speculation that CM Punk was going to be there. I never heard a crowd that loud. I don't even remember what I could really base it off of. Coincidentally, I'm going to reference Daniel Bryan on Monday Night Raw in the steel cage match with Bray Wyatt when he shed the Wyatt family outfit in Rhode Island. Steel cage match against Bray Wyatt, fighting off Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, God rest his soul, Brody Lee. In Rhode Island, in that steel cage, he had every single human being in that arena in Rhode Island eating out of the palm of his hand with a yes chant. I haven't heard a crowd that loud tonight since then. Coincidentally, we're going to be hearing Europe. We're going to be hearing Daniel Bryan come out to his old school Ring of Honor theme song very, very, very soon. And the pop is going to be just as big. Why do we all relate to CM Punk? Why do we all relate to CM Punk? CM Punk is somebody that followed his own rules. CM Punk was always somebody that always went against the establishment. Fuck the establishment. I'm going to do what I want because I know I'm right and go fuck yourself. CM Punk was just like everybody else, which again, coincidentally, brings me back to Daniel Bryan. Why did we all love Daniel Bryan during the Yes Movement? Why did we all love Daniel Bryan during the height of the Yes Movement when he was shedding that Wyatt family skin, battling Evolution at WrestleMania 30 and winning the WWE Championship? Because Daniel Bryan, to us, was relatable. Everything in that storyline we related to. Management holding us down. You guys might have had management at your work. Maybe a relationship was holding you down. Everybody related to Daniel Bryan. Why does everybody relate to CM Punk? Because he has a I don't give a fuck attitude. We live vicariously through him in things that we wish we could do, wish we could say, and he does it and says it for us. But he's just like all of us. He loves professional wrestling. He loves comic books. He loves video games. He loves horror movies. These are all things that in the general populace, he likes heavy metal music, punk rock music. He likes aggressive music. These are all things in the average life of a teenager, a young adult. These are all things in their average life that gets them cast out. They don't make many friends because of things like that. It's considered weird and bizarre and not really the normal amongst the popular circles, whether you're at school or if you have a group of friends, they look down on you. You're a weirdo. But CM Punk made that all mainstream. CM Punk made that all normal. There was a sense of normality when he brought that to the table. We looked at him with all the tattoos and all of the influence that he had, and it took a while for people to really gravitate to him and say, you know what, I find him to be relatable. And then it took WWE to take him, use him, disrespect him, and he became a national fucking sensation, an icon in the world of professional wrestling. And what they did to him never went away with anybody. WWE not only scarred CM Punk for life the way they treated him, they scarred millions upon millions upon millions of people. And they turned their back on not only a huge fan base, but somebody who, like I just said, wasn't the norm. He wasn't big. So WWE was exactly like all of those bullies, all of those popular groups in school that did the same thing to everybody that is similar to CM Punk in school. They did it to the man himself. Now he comes back after 7 years after being fired on his wedding day, comes back, has given us years and years and years of rumors and innuendo and speculation and little tidbits here, teasing us all. It never happened. Everybody was like, he's coming back. Oh, this show is in Chicago. WWE's got him in the bag. No, they don't. Oh, AEW's in Chicago. AEW never had him. AEW never had him. I said this years ago, man. I said it years ago. If you guys are OGs of the podcast, I said it years ago. And everybody that knows me and the podcast and what I said, man, you know exactly what I'm about to tell you. CM Punk was always going to be brought out of his retirement, quote unquote. He was always going to be brought out of his retirement by Daniel Bryan. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's even a thing, but I'm going to throw it out there just like I did all those years ago. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk absolutely should have been the main event of WrestleMania. WWE fucked it up. They don't love professional wrestling. If they did, that would have been your main event for WrestleMania 30. Not Bryan versus Triple H, not Bryan versus Randy Orton and Batista. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. WWE wanted Dwayne. They wanted fucking Dwayne to take the Rock, the title off of CM Punk. The Rock to take the title off of CM Punk. They fucked everything up. They fucked everything up. I said it then, I'm going to say it now. Daniel Bryan is the single reason why CM Punk is back in AEW. As soon as Daniel Bryan's signing was announced, the rumors started to circulate about CM Punk. They are in this together. If you don't think they're in this together, man, I don't know. I may be dipping into my conspiracy theorist bag, but they are in this together. They realized what they were to WWE and how disrespected they were to WWE. They were never the type of guys to get over. They were never going to be the faces of the company. Now, they're amongst equals. They're amongst professional wrestling fans. They are now given a platform to give us what we should have gotten 7 years ago. And this is a beautiful thing. It's absolutely a beautiful thing. This is a time to be celebrated. This is not a time for hatred. This is not a time for people to pick one team over the other. This is not a time to say, fuck CM Punk. He's a traitor. How could he? This is not a time to look down on professional wrestling. This is a time to be celebrated right now. If you are a fan of Daniel Bryan, if you're a fan of CM Punk, if you're a fan of professional wrestling, it doesn't matter what team they're playing for. I would have felt the same way if he showed up in WWE as I do tonight. This is a time to be celebrated. You are watching history in the making. The winds of change. I've been using this term. The winds of change are happening tonight. They've been felt over the past 3, 4, 5 weeks. We see the debuts of Malachi Black, Andrade. Adam Cole's a free agent after Sunday. Bray Wyatt is a free agent. Buddy Murphy is coming on in. Ruby Soho is coming on in. The winds of change are happening, folks. I know you feel it. I certainly feel it. I've been saying this for fucking weeks now. WWE is in some serious fucking trouble, man. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. WWE is in some serious shit. Everybody in that company was watching tonight. Everybody on that roster was in one way, shape, or form either watching, staying silent, or watching and tweeting. I seen Tommaso Ciampa tweet tonight, simply put on Twitter, goosebumps, period. Sasha Banks tweeted tonight, today is going to make her happy. Why? Because that woman loves professional wrestling. And tonight, professional wrestling was breathed a new life. The winds of change have now shifted in the direction of AEW. People in the industry know it. No matter how many times you want to deny it, please continue to make yourself a fool. AEW is 2 years old, and they've already accumulated what is the most genuine reaction that you cannot duplicate. A genuine reaction that hasn't been felt in WWE in decades. And how did they do it? They did it by presenting professional wrestling. They did it by presenting professional wrestling to a wide audience. Instead of treating their fucking audience like they don't know shit. Branding it, sports entertainment. All we want is professional wrestling. That's all we ever wanted. CM Punk is back to bring us professional wrestling. Daniel Bryan is coming in to give us professional wrestling. WWE is in some serious fucking shit right now, man. Financially, they're fine. Financially, they're fine. Nick Khan can go buy as many $7 million fucking paradise mansions as he wants, man. I don't give a fuck how much money WWE, Vince McMahon, Nick Khan, Kevin Dunn, and all his fucking clown parade, I don't care how much money they are making. It's of no concern to me. My concern is what I watch on a weekly basis. My concern is that I'm giving you my time, and I don't want to feel insulted for giving you hours of my week. My concern is watching television that puts a fucking smile on my face. My concern is watching a television program that's not going to insult my fucking intelligence. Vince McMahon, I don't think he knows what to do anymore. For all the naysayers and all the, CM Punk is not a draw and CM Punk is this, we wouldn't work with CM Punk. How do you listen to that fucking reaction tonight and say the words out of your mouth, I would never work with CM Punk again. I don't want to work with CM Punk again. WWE was quoted saying, let him be their problem now. Man, if anything is indicated by it tonight, that's certainly a problem I'd love to have over and over and over again if I'm Tony Khan. Vince McMahon doesn't know what to do anymore. Vince McMahon has surrounded himself with people that don't love professional wrestling. Vince McMahon has surrounded himself with people that don't love professional wrestling. All Vince McMahon knows how to do is throw money at something and think it's miraculously going to be fixed. Instead of concentrating on what we all felt tonight, the power of professional wrestling. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what one man can do after being away for 7 fucking years. This man's star power, this man's energy, this man's aura never waned at all. Can you imagine what CM Punk was thinking when he walked out there tonight? Can you imagine the flood of emotions that man felt when he walked out there tonight? Can you imagine what he felt after leaving WWE? Knowing where he came from, he gave himself a chance to maybe break into the system and change it. He couldn't. He felt defeated. Then he leaves, he gets fired, he trains his ass off to be an MMA fighter, and the venture doesn't work out the way he intended it to work out. Can you imagine what that man was feeling after not only being in WWE, getting treated the way he was, getting fired on his wedding day, going to MMA training for the couple of matches that he had, didn't win one. I guess one got overturned, if I'm not mistaken, as of late. Or the last one that he fought got overturned or something like that. Regardless, can you imagine how that man was feeling? And how much of a failure he felt he was to a lot of people? He probably realized, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I am anymore. I'm trying this, I'm trying that, trying to do this, I'm trying to be different. I don't want them to look at me as the same guy that I was all those years ago. I want to be something more. He challenged himself. But deep down in his heart, the only thing that remained, MMA was always there. It could be a passion of his, but it's not who he is. Wrestling was always CM Punk. Wrestling was always in his heart. No matter how many times this man wanted to shun the pro wrestling world, he always still associated with every single fan that embraced him as CM Punk, the professional wrestler. You know, I don't really sit here and claim AEW is going to be the next big promotion in professional wrestling. I don't think they're going to overtake WWE in any sense of the word. But I said it for weeks, man. You know, this sports entertainment shit is something that is absolutely killing professional wrestling. Sports entertainment is such a dirty term, in my honest opinion. It really is. When I think sports entertainment, I think everything we've watched on Monday Night Raw. I don't even consider Monday Night Raw professional wrestling anymore. I don't. Have you guys watched an episode of Monday Night Raw? All we ever wanted was professional wrestling. That's it. We want wins and losses to matter. We want TV that's not going to insult our intelligence. We want, heavyweights that stay within the heavyweight division. We want mid-card divisions. We want tag team divisions. We want a flourishing women's division. I feel like I'm not getting any of that on the other side. We want a show where the people making the show and booking the show love professional wrestling. We want a company that loves its fan base. WWE, Jesse put it perfectly on Wednesday. WWE is now the alternative. AEW branded itself as the alternative. AEW branded itself as, hey, come on over here. We're doing what you all missed for the last 20 years. AEW branded itself as the alternative, and WWE was the worldwide leader in sports entertainment, right? Now you look at it after tonight, and it's even more abundantly clear. WWE is the alternative, and AEW is the leader in professional wrestling. And again, if those words don't really resonate with you, you need to start getting on board. You really do. You need to get on board and get on board fast. Because Tony Khan, AEW, and everybody involved in this company right now is leading the charge for what you desperately need and want and have wanted for years. You all claim WWE is doing great things. I haven't seen a fucking thing since fans returned. Not one. Roman Reigns himself has even waned a little bit. SummerSlam has absolutely no fucking hype going into it tomorrow night. Everybody, today, tomorrow, next week, the week after that, as we get into All Out, is going to be talking about All Elite Wrestling and AEW's debut of CM Punk. I don't hear anybody talking about SummerSlam. I don't. Because WWE doesn't care. They take their fans for granted. WWE takes everything that they do and they just throw it at you, expecting you to like it, and they put no fucking effort into it. That's not what I get from AEW. That's not what I get from Tony Khan. I haven't felt that way in 2 years so far, watching AEW television religiously. CM Punk single-handedly signing with AEW changes the entire fucking industry. I've seen tweets, I've seen Instagram posts, I've seen people making videos. This channel itself is drastically changing towards the up because of tonight. I got 5,000 fucking people in this live stream right now celebrating history. You don't think that's important? You don't think that's a big deal? Everybody cries for an alternative. Everybody cries for professional wrestling, right? You wanted somebody to take down the big bad monster known as WWE. You haven't. So I ask, why is everybody so against AEW? And why is everybody right now saying, oh, well, it's still not a big deal. They'll never catch WWE. It's not about catching WWE. It's about giving us professional wrestling. Simple. Punk, Bryan, and everybody now that stand behind them as an army in AEW, they will now be the leaders of professional wrestling. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's absolutely a beautiful thing. I was actually shocked that they started the show off with CM Punk. I honestly was shocked. I thought they would wait till the very last segment of the show, but it was like a fucking birthday present. You couldn't wait to unwrap, man. It's not even your birthday, but you know it's sitting in the goddamn closet. Like a Christmas present sitting underneath the tree. Mommy, can I open the Christmas present? It's not Christmas Day, it's Christmas Eve. Can I open it now? Knowing that you know what's in the fucking box. People couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to unwrap this. Soon as SmackDown went off the air, Rampage went on at 10 o'clock in 10:01. We got the introduction from Excalibur, and CM Punk was out. Cult of Personality by Living Colour played. I'm glad that's his theme song, though I very much did enjoy His Fire Burns by Killswitch Engage. But I'm glad that this was the theme song that Tony Khan bought the rights to. CM Punk comes out, he stands on the stage, he takes it all in, he embraces the Chicago faithful. Guy looked like he wanted to break down and just cry right there. A hometown welcome for CM Punk. He walked down the aisle. He was hugging people in the crowd. He jumped into the fans at one point who embraced him. Security was pulling him away. He went around ringside. He hugged what I believe was family. He hugged a couple of fans. There were a couple of CM Punk signs in the crowd. So he embraced all those people. They gave him a microphone, and he stood in the middle of the ring. And I don't really believe the amount of noise. Actually, I can believe it. because, CM Punk's not a draw. I can't believe the noise that's emanated through my television screen. He stood in the middle of the ring, and he commanded that crowd like only CM Punk can command the crowd. He takes it all in. He's in the ring. Like I said, he ends up hugging fans, ends up jumping into the crowd. You guys really know how to make a kid feel like Britt Baker in Pittsburgh. Right out of the gate, he's got the witty comments. Punk says he didn't know what he wanted to say. He was going to say what he felt. He came out here unscripted. He didn't know what he wanted to say. Said he wanted to come out here and absolutely feel it first before even contemplating a thought. Punk says he's got the time. He's got the time on Wednesdays. He's got the time on Fridays, pay-per-views. He's not going anywhere. Crowd was chanting CM Punk. They were chanting CM Punk for 7 fucking years. Now, finally, after 7 years, the chants of CM Punk actually mean something. Now he's back on television. Punk says if what he did years ago, he let anyone down, he wants them to know it wasn't going to get healthy, or he wasn't going to get healthy. He wasn't going to be in the proper mentality, mentally or physically. If he stayed in that place that got him sick in the first place. Some people had some comments about, oh, there he goes mentioning WWE again. Do you blame him? Do you blame him? This is the same company that had nothing in mind for CM Punk as a top-tier guy. This is the same company that gave him Z-Pack after Z-Pack after Z-Pack. This is the same company that fired him on his wedding day. This is the same company that didn't give him movie spots over guys like Randy Orton and everybody else. This is a guy that they did not give a WrestleMania main event to, even though he was absolutely deserving of one. I would be making those same comments as well if I was CM Punk. They didn't want him the way that we wanted him. They didn't see what we saw in him. So yes, I would have made that same comment. He took off his jacket. He revealed some new merchandise that he was wearing, a beautiful new CM Punk branded t-shirt. On the back, it said, I was there. AEW Rampage, the date, United Center, Chicago, CM Punk. This t-shirt broke not only Pro Wrestling Tees, but shopaew.com. I know I tried. I know people have texted me asking if I was trying and I couldn't get through, so I know everybody else that I know was having problems getting this t-shirt. If you got the t-shirt, let me know. I don't know. All I know is I seen some lines inside the United Center for the concession stands and the merch booth. I wouldn't want to be in those lines, man. CM Punk probably made more money off that t-shirt in one night tonight than he's made all 7 years he's been out. But he's not a draw, though. He's not a draw. He's certainly going to be drawing merchandise for AEW. He's certainly going to be drawing ratings for AEW. He's certainly going to be drawing pay-per-view buys for Tony Khan. But he's not a draw. It's not a draw. Punk took off his jacket. He sat in the middle of the ring, sits across everybody, the crowd, all around him, cross-legged in the ring, as if it was that night, that fateful night in Las Vegas. The pipe bomb against John Cena. He sits cross-legged in the ring. He asked everybody, do you want to hear a story? Of course we want to hear a fucking story, man. Speak all you want. I would have been okay with no matches tonight and just CM Punk in the ring with a microphone. He says he was in a place and he had to leave. It was Ring of Honor. Punk says he honed his craft there. He cried when he left, but he knew he had to. Punk said that's when he actually left professional wrestling. Another dig at WWE, which I absolutely love. The day he left Ring of Honor, he left professional wrestling. Today he's back. Today he's back. Punk says he's back because he wants to face the young talent who has the passion he did as a younger wrestler. He has a few scores to settle as well. He looked up at the rafters. He called out Darby Allin. He called out Darby Allin, who was standing there next to Sting. Darby Allin looked like he was trying to hold back the biggest fucking smile in his face because he knew he was about to be called out by the best in the world. Punk looks up at Darby Allin. Punk says he's seen Allin get beaten up, tossed over the top rope in a body bag, tossed down a flight of stairs at Daly's place, but he continues to get back up. He's tough. He calls Darby Allin tough. CM Punk wants to help Darby Allin. And there's nothing more dangerous he can do than wrestle CM Punk. Wrestle CM Punk in Chicago. Wrestle CM Punk at All Out on September 5th. The match is made. So everybody asking, JD, how would you book CM Punk? JD, who would you put CM Punk against on night one? We got it. We don't have to ask any JD who is CM Punk going to wrestle in AEW. CM Punk wanted Darby Allin. Tony Khan is going to give CM Punk whatever he wants. If anybody is unhappy about this match, I think you need to go take a fucking walk and reevaluate your professional wrestling knowledge. This is a match that will do many, many things, not only for CM Punk, but for Darby Allin. Might not be your ideal match right out of the gate for CM Punk, but this is an ideal match for Darby Allin and CM Punk. Why is that? CM Punk is 42 years old. From what I read, and from people that know CM Punk hasn't missed a beat. CM Punk's been training in private. And I would not doubt that report whatsoever. CM Punk looked fantastic tonight. He's probably looked the best I've seen him in years. CM Punk's been training. He might have a little ring rust. But Darby Allin is a fantastic professional wrestler. Darby Allin is very good at what he does. Not only is Darby Allin a huge fan favorite, but Darby Allin knows how to get everybody else in the ring he's with over. Darby Allin is a great salesman. Darby Allin is going to bump around for CM Punk like nobody else. It's going to make CM Punk look like $1 million after being away for 7 years. So any of that ring rust and any of that hesitation from the fans' perspective about could CM Punk still go? Is CM Punk going to be able to hang with the AEW roster? Darby Allin is the perfect gateway to get Punk back in the ring in front of a live pay-per-view audience and have it be absolutely brilliant. On Darby Allin's behalf, not only is he a great salesman, going to make CM Punk like $1 million, Darby Allin, this is the biggest match of his fucking life. No matter win, lose, or draw for Darby Allin, Darby Allin is a made man. Darby Allin being called out by CM Punk as CM Punk's first opponent after 7 years, Darby Allin, no matter the outcome of this match, is going to be looked at as a winner. When CM Punk calls you out as number one after 7 years, what was the amount of days? 2,722? If Darby Allin is the first man to be called out after almost 3,000 days, you're a fucking winner in my eyes. That's got to be the biggest honor of Darby Allin's fucking life. Outside of winning a major world title, that is going to be the biggest moment of that man's career when he finally says, I quit. CM Punk says he's back to help the locker room. You can't help the locker room any more than that than calling out Darby Allin. Holy shit. So if everybody that has a problem with that match, don't. Two fan favorites. I don't give a shit. Out the window goes the heel and babyface mentality of that match. I don't give a shit. People want professional wrestling. You know what Tony Khan is doing? Tony Khan is throwing two professional wrestlers in the ring, and we're going to fucking enjoy the living shit out of it. I can't wait. Right there, Tony Khan. 150,000 buys, easy. For All Out. Now, if he got Daniel Bryan, I mean, it would probably be over 200,000, but I think a lot of Daniel Bryan speculation and hearsay were floating around the internet today. Could they debut on the same night? We're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Daniel Bryan, man. Honestly. maybe New York City, maybe Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Either way, he's in. Either way, he's in as well. CM Punk would not be there if Daniel Bryan wasn't there. That's my opinion there. That's my opinion on that. Punk says a lot of people waited for a long time for him to return, so when people make their way out, please go get a complimentary ice cream bar on me. Now, it's not a WWE ice cream bar or anything like that, but it had CM Punk's branding on the outside wrapper, and everybody got a free complimentary CM Punk ice cream bar. So Tony Khan not only brought back the most sought-after free agent, Tony Khan not only brought back the one man who is absolutely a game-changing entity in any company, for a professional wrestling company, Tony Khan not only solidified himself a multi-million-dollar TNT deal by bringing in both Punk and Bryan, Tony Khan gave CM Punk fucking ice cream bars on his first day, and it was like pulling fucking teeth for WWE to give us WWE branded ice cream bars with CM Punk's liking on it. Why? The simple requests from this man after so many years, why did they go unheard? But here Tony Khan is willing to give this guy the sweat off his fucking jockstrap. This is where the ideologies of Tony Khan and Vince McMahon differ. Everybody that says Tony Khan is not a good promoter and he doesn't know what he's doing, he's clueless, he's this and that, I don't see where you guys are coming from. See, Tony Khan is just like us. Tony Khan should be embraced. Tony Khan's mentality should be respected. Why? Because he's one of us. He's one of us. When you have a promoter in Tony Khan who knows what the fans want, then you're going to have a successful fucking promotion. When you got somebody like Vince McMahon, yeah, he's worth billions of dollars, and the WWE's making more now hand over fist than any time in their fucking history. But when you got a guy like Vince McMahon is very one-sided. It's all about him and what he can do for himself, but fuck the fans. And this is where you see the glaring difference between the product. You see the glaring difference between AEW and WWE. Tony Khan and Vince McMahon. Tony Khan gets the newer wrestling fan. Tony Khan gets the old school wrestling fan. Vince McMahon doesn't get any wrestling fan because they don't associate with the word professional wrestling. They're not a professional wrestling company. AEW is a professional wrestling company. The one thing that was glaring to me outside of everything that I talked about here, the one thing that it was very glaring about everything that AEW did tonight was the simple fact that AEW has done barely anything wrong. They're not the perfect wrestling company. I've called them out on several things, and I've been very critical about certain things that they've done and some creative decisions that we've seen. But the glaring difference between WWE and AEW is that AEW seems to be all about changing the fucking game and the industry. AEW seems to be moving forward at a flawless fucking pace. AEW seems to be making all the right moves to build a company that will be looked at 10 years from now as the fucking reason why fans came back and loved professional wrestling. Seems like everything WWE has done since AEW has been started, seems like everything WWE has done has been almost reactionary because AEW has done something first. So who's really following who? When you got AEW making decisions and making moves and doing this and doing that, and WWE's reactionary to everything that AEW does, what does that mean for AEW? And what does it mean for WWE? Like I told you before, they don't get it. Tony Khan is leading the charge. They won't admit it. The fucking bots and the shills online, they won't admit it. But Tony Khan is running a professional wrestling company as great as you could possibly run a professional wrestling company. So much so, and look at how fucking strategic he is, man. Is anybody talking about SummerSlam? Legitimately, is anybody talking about SummerSlam? Tony Khan single-handedly killed every ounce of hype, or whatever was remaining of it, for SummerSlam. The only thing I'm legitimately interested in for SummerSlam is Roman Reigns and John Cena, and even WWE tonight made that match too fucking predictable with the stipulation that they added at the end of SmackDown tonight. He single-handedly wiped whatever hype there was remaining for SummerSlam. The only ones that are interested in SummerSlam are the people that are actually there doing the scrums and the interviews and all that other fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, us, we're so excited about CM Punk that I don't think it's going to go away for a very long time, man. CM Punk was already announced for Dynamite. Another brilliant move by Tony Khan. Debuted CM Punk tonight. CM Punk's going to have a live microphone in Milwaukee for AEW Dynamite. And the winds of change will be forever changed. Absolutely love it. It was everything that we wanted, man. It was everything that we wanted. And I couldn't be happier with the way that they brought him back. Everything was perfect. The commentary team did not say a fucking word until he was on his way out of the ring after he spoke for 20 minutes. Not one single word. They just let the moment be his. I cannot even begin to tell you how many times a commentator starts to speak over a moment like this. I fucking hate it. I absolutely hate it when someone speaks or throws something in during a moment like this, man. It's like when you're watching a baseball game and you're watching a playoff game and there's a walk-off home run in like a game-tying 7-game series. Say it's 2-2. I'm a Braves fan. I hate the fucking St. Louis Cardinals. Say it's the Braves and Cardinals, and Freddie Freeman hits a walk-off home run in Game 6. And the announcers just scream at the top of their lungs about Freddie Freeman hitting a fucking home run. Just let the moment happen. Just let it happen. I appreciated they said nothing. Jim Ross was there. Mark Henry was there. Taz was there. Excalibur was there. They didn't say a fucking word. So I appreciate that immensely. I really do. This moment will be something that I think fans, I know some of you in the chat are already rewatching it before I came live. This is something that you're going to be rewatching over and over and over again. There were grown men crying in attendance tonight. And that's a little too much, but that's how important CM Punk is to a lot of people. That's how important this moment is for a lot of people. That's how important professional wrestling is to a lot of people, man. What you don't understand is professional wrestling is important to us. This was for everyone who loves professional wrestling. I find it funny, man. You know, you look at the WWE and how they killed NXT. Why did they kill NXT? NXT was the closest thing that WWE had to an alternative. And they killed it. Because that's not their version of what the WWE is in Vince McMahon's eyes. NXT was too indie. NXT was too professional wrestling. NXT was then killed by Vince McMahon and his management team. They killed the only thing that possibly could make them better inside their own company. Now we have CM Punk here. And CM Punk is back. And now CM Punk has single-handedly, with Tony Khan and everything else that's about to happen as we get into All Out September 5th, single-handedly going to make AEW the alternative. Now, I know you guys wanted Jesse to call in. I'm going to have him call in now because he was there. Jesse's going to give you a firsthand account of what was happening in that arena tonight. Hopefully he sounds a little bit better than what he usually sounds like on Wednesday. Let me see if he calls in. I just texted him. And we will get a firsthand account of what it was like to feel that energy in the arena and be inside the United Center. I know he was very excited to be there. And we will hear from him in just a little bit. But listen, guys, I thank you for joining me, man. This is the largest live stream that I've ever had on Off the Script. This is insane to me, man. 5,500 people. We got over 2,600 likes. We got a ton of super chats coming in here. We got new members. Jesse. Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There he is. Jesse is on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. My partner in crime on Wednesday nights during Dynamite. Jesse, how was everything tonight? Talk to me about CM Punk and what this historic moment felt like inside the United Center, man. I know you were probably fucking sitting there with chills running up and down your spine.
Yeah, man. This was I was at the Allstate Arena, or it was the Rosemont Horizon then, when Chris Jericho debuted and came in over from WCW. And at that moment, that was the absolute loudest pop I've ever heard in my life. It had to at least double that. It had to at least double. It was deafening. You couldn't hear anything or anyone except CM Punk chant. The vibe of the crowd was kind of weird, right? Because the show started at 7 p.m. Central for us. It's all the dark matches, so we got a couple of light pops here and there for all of the the favorites and everything else. And the closer it got to 9 o'clock, you can see that the stadium completely filled to capacity, and like more frequently, especially during the commercial breaks. And when they made the announcement that Dark was done, and they started ripping it off the ring aprons from the Dark ring apron and over to Rampage, the crowd just started. You can feel the vibration of everybody starting to just hum, and all of a sudden, CM Punk's chant started, and then Justin Roberts gave us a countdown to the start of Rampage, and everybody went into the generic cheers for the show and everything else, and we can kind of tell right away that Punk was going to be coming out first or very soon, because Tony Khan came out before Rampage went live on the air and started talking to the crowd, and he once again promised us a very special night, and then that was the second loudest CM Punk chant we heard. And then as soon as Rampage came on, you guys saw what we saw, and Jesus Christ, man. Everybody from the rafters down to the floor and everything, the place was shaking just with cheers alone.
Bro, I had people reach out to me on my Twitter DM telling me that it was some people that were actually there in attendance alongside you said it felt like it was as big as a WrestleMania show. Yeah.
I've never been to a WrestleMania, but I can imagine that this was probably louder. I mean, just acoustics wise and the number of people inside this indoor arena. My God, man. It was insane. It was so insane, man. It was, people were tearing up and everything else. It was just something that people waited for 7 years, and you could tell we were tired of the hints, the innuendos, the false promises, the false rumors, and it all came to a head tonight, man. And I've never been around this many people while they were this joyous all over the same exact thing. It was amazing.
Bro, there were people shown on TV, watching at home here on TNT, legitimately crying as he made his way down the aisle. I mean, you told me that there were people elated, strangers hugging and fucking high-fiving strangers, you were telling me.
It was awesome. The guy in front of me when I was filming, he turned to me and started marking out in front of the camera for me and everything else. Everybody's high-fiving and hugging, dude. It's like everybody were instant friends and everything else, man. It was so damn cool. It's really hard to explain. I guess maybe imagine like your favorite sports team. Imagine the Braves being in the World Series, playing at home in Game 7. It was that energetic. It was insane. I've never felt that kind of energy before.
Man, what does this mean? I just went into a whole spiel about what this means for professional wrestling. I know you've been on the show with me, and I use the phrase, the winds of change are happening. I think it's even more set in stone now. Like you said, that WWE is the alternative, and AEW is truly now the home of professional wrestling. What does this mean for the landscape of professional wrestling, and what does this man's return to AEW of all companies mean for the world of professional wrestling? I mean, if you don't feel the winds of change happening right now and you don't embrace this right now, I don't know what you're doing. This is not only going to make AEW as big as we know it's going to make them, but this is going to bring back that love that we've all had that's been fucking dormant and dead for professional wrestling for 7 years, bro. This is a long time. What does this mean for the entire industry after you were there physically to feel this fucking energy in the United Center?
A night like this was going to bring back a lot of dormant wrestling fans. It was simply something that people wanted, and they knew they were no longer going to get from WWE, so they just stopped caring about wrestling. Even when AEW came back, I mean, there were sparks, there were talks, and it was picking up. But I personally know a couple of lapsed fans who just could not stay away from this just to be a part of it, just to see it and everything else, and it played out to perfection. There was no way that this return could have come any better. I mean, it was done to absolute perfection. I mean, the man gave us fucking ice cream bars. Who does that?
I was gonna get to that. Before I get to that, I got to ask about that. But I know I mentioned it before. A lot of people were a little miffed about him coming out to start the show. I mean, I think they absolutely made the right decision. I know a lot of people were like, well, you're giving him away. How is the rest of the show going to look? And the ratings-wise, you didn't really give them any anticipation to lead up to him coming out. I mean, it was almost a necessity for that man to come out right at the top of the hour.
Yeah, you had to. I mean, if you didn't, it was going to sabotage everything else on the show leading up to it. Nobody else gave a single damn about, I mean, just some of the stuff that was going on. I mean, Private Party was out there in the first match. You think Private Party is going to sit there and have a match without the crowd chanting CM Punk at them all night? I mean, we know he's here. We want to see him, and you're going to put us with opening matches. We've been sitting there since 7 o'clock. We looked at 2 hours of opening matches. It was, not to mention, I mentioned Lauren Michaels on SNL the other day. At the 9 o'clock hour at Central, you have people getting ready to wind their evening down. So you better keep them any way you can. And you make them stay another hour, you're going to start losing. SmackDown just went off the air. The hype is already, I mean, at a peak for Rampage. Everybody's going to turn to Rampage, bring Punk out right away. Right away. I think it was brilliant. Your crowd is hot. Your crowd has been tuned up for 2 hours. They know they want Punk. You can't make them wait another 45 minutes. You're going to have to deliver Punk right now. And plus, everybody in the ring will actually get matches that the fans will concentrate on because they've already gotten Punk.
How was the rest of the crowd after Punk had walked away, bro? How was the rest of the crowd for the rest of the show? Because I know something like that, I mean, sucks the energy right out of you if you're a normal crowd, but this isn't a normal crowd. This is fucking Chicago. How was the rest of the show after Punk went away for the rest of the matches on Rampage tonight?
It felt like the start of the first match. It took us a while to kind of calm down a little bit. And also, I did see a few seats around the start to empty out. A lot of people did go ahead and take off and leave after Punk's deal. But keep in mind, they've already been there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, they've already been there for 2 hours. They got what they wanted to see, and they went on ahead and took off. I saw some people get ready to take off, and I saw some people starting to come back after they heard him say that everybody was getting ice cream bars at the end. So that was kind of awesome. But yeah, it started the NBA. It wasn't like vacated, because after the show, when they did the traditional after the show promo, this tonight it was Moxley and Kingston and Sting and Darby. They all cut promos. We were hyped for it. We were still, everybody, for the most part, people still stayed and everything else. You can see a sprinkle the empty seats. Some people did leave, but at the same time, the concession stand, my wife said the concession stands were insane. You could not, I mean, it was a mute point to get in the line to get a fucking Punk t-shirt, man.
Did you get a Punk t-shirt?
I got 2. I just so happened I got lucky, and my wife had a friend that was working at the United Center, and she was working at the merchandise booth.
Wow.
And then she texted her and said, "Hey, you and your husband want a shirt?" She said, "Absolutely." She walked over there,
dude. Consider yourself
jumped the line, and got 2 shirts.
Consider yourself lucky, bro. Shop AEW and Pro Wrestling Tees crashed as soon as he took off his jacket, bro.
We heard.
Jesus, man. I tried. Hooligram in the chat tried to reach out to me on DM on Twitter. He couldn't break it. He couldn't do it. Hoot Media tried, man. Nobody could get a fucking t-shirt over here.
Yeah, man. I don't doubt it at all.
He's not a draw, though, bro. He's not a draw.
No. Listen, no, he's not a draw. I mean, Roman Reigns had to have said, in hindsight, now that tonight is over, probably the stupidest thing we've ever heard anybody say out of WWE. I mean, that interview now, after seeing what we saw tonight, makes him look like a fucking idiot, dude.
I know. Did you get an ice cream bar?
And yes.
Was it good?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was just a regular, Klondike ice cream bar. It was the coated chocolate with the vanilla ice cream inside. It was nothing special.
What was on the wrapper? Was there a CM Punk emblem on the wrapper?
Oh yeah, I tweeted a picture of it. There's a CM Punk wrapper with the fist and everything else. I don't believe there was any AEW branding on it anywhere.
I mean, this guy got a fucking ice cream bar after 7 years. All he wanted was his fucking ice cream bar. On day one, he's got his ice cream bar.
Yeah. So here it is right here. It says best in the world, CM Punk, this is that. They're pretty cool. No, I don't see any AEW tagging on here at all. It's all CM Punk.
I talked about the Darby Allin match in the announcement. I mean, everybody was like, well, how would you book him? Who's he going up against? I mean, so we got the confirmation tonight, Darby versus CM Punk at All Out. What does this match mean, not only for AEW, because this is going to be a barn burner of a match. What does this match mean for CM Punk? And I know we talked about it on the podcast. For CM Punk and Darby Allin. This is the absolute biggest match of Darby Allin's fucking lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about this the other day, and it feels like the same thing. I kind of predicted this is exactly how it was going to go. You get Punk come out, give him a live microphone, let him say what he has to say, let him confront Darby, book the match for All Out, and that's it. I mean, you're done. You can start your build on the way up, but to me, at the same time, you don't need much of a build. I mean, all you got to do is put these guys in the ring. I'm not sure where you put them. I mean, they should be in the main event. But, I mean, we do have a WWE title, we have an AEW title match, so it's kind of a sticky thing. But here in Chicago, I don't know what they're going to do as far as the last match of the night, but it doesn't matter. Darby Allin is already a made man for being in the same segment as CM Punk was on his return. Because everybody that goes and YouTubes this video and goes back and watch the whole promo, they're going to see CM Punk, Sting, and Darby Allin. And that's another thing, too. We had just got done talking about this a couple of weeks ago. I don't recall ever seeing a bad Darby Allin match. No. I mean, the guy can have a phenomenal match with a broomstick. And the thing about it is Punk has been working in the ring. We know Punk is good in the ring. That's the kind of thing he doesn't just go away. He just got to tune himself. And he's going to be in the ring with Darby Allin. Darby Allin's going to make him look like $1 million. He doesn't have to. Punk can pull his own weight, but he will anyway. And at the same time, this is. I mean, like you said earlier, this is the biggest spot for Darby Allin of his career right now. It can't get any bigger than this. All eyes are going to be on Punk, and Punk is going to be in the ring with one man, Darby Allin.
What do you think the rating for this show is going to be for tonight? You think they top 1 million with this show?
You know, if I'm going to gauge it off the energy in the crowd and the activity on Twitter, I would say yes, clearly, definitely over 1 million. But again, the ratings are kind of weird and tricky when it comes to time spots like this, man. It's really late. I mean, there's a reason, the primetime shows want to go on earlier than this. But this is a unique situation, man, and it wasn't like it was on at midnight. So, yeah, I'm definitely predicting over 1 million on this one. And also, again, I don't see this show staying in this time slot. Now they have way too much talent, way too many premier matches and feuds to try to get over to cram them all in 3 hours a week. So I entirely see Rampage sometime in the next year or so going to 2 hours and in a better time spot too.
What about SummerSlam? Did Tony Khan single-handedly steal all the thunder away from SummerSlam this weekend? What's left for WWE over there?
Dude, nobody uttered a single word about SummerSlam. Nobody. I heard not a single. I forgot. I forgot SummerSlam was tomorrow until you mentioned it on the show.
Oh my God!
He murdered it. He absolutely killed any kind of buzz that might have been there for SummerSlam. I mean, and there was not much there to begin with either.
Jesus Christ, man! Listen, bro, I appreciate.
I also heard.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So you know that like Tommaso Ciampa tweeted out and everything else about the. He deleted the tweet.
Oh.
It looks like he deleted all his fucking tweets.
Oh, my God. It's one of the first things I saw after the segment was over. He simply put goosebumps. He deleted that tweet?
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. He deleted it, bro. The last time I looked was about 5 minutes before this call. He had no tweets on his Twitter profile. He erased the whole thing.
Oh, I guess
so. He probably got in trouble.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I guess we know when the next round of cuts come, we know who's getting cut.
Yeah, he probably got in trouble, man. Yeah, everybody was live tweeting the damn show, man. It's kind of messed up when your show goes off the air and then all your talent turns into the competition right away.
Come on, man. Everybody knows. You got to be a fool not to think that this night was important, man. This is history in the making, and I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Everything changes after tonight. Legitimately everything. Yeah,
it is not done. And Tony Khan came out and said it as well after the show. He came back out again after the show. He said that this was his historic moment. It was a great time, but he said this was just the beginning, and there was a lot more to come.
Oh,
and I don't think that was done in a vague way. I think he was being very direct and specific about that. We know he's got Daniel Bryan in his pocket, but I mean, who else could he be insinuating? The Fiend, Adam Cole? Who knows, dude?
Man, it's crazy. You know how we criticize Tony Khan with the way he introduced Christian, earlier in the year. It seems like he's righted those wrongs immensely. And, he has said ever since that day and that it's almost like he marked out getting Christian Cage. And we were all like, it's got to be fucking Punk. But it ended up being Christian. It seems like he's righted those wrongs so well. And, I mean, I don't know how anybody could look at Tony Khan and really, really doubt anything he says. He's done more right than wrong, and he's handled everything about this historic moment so good with Punk. Bryan's coming in. God knows who else is coming in, whether it's Cole or Wyatt, Wyndham, both of them maybe. He's handled everything brilliantly after this point. You got to give him a lot of credit.
He is. I mean, everybody, pretty much agreed that the Christian reveal was extremely lackluster, and it was just done the wrong way. And then mostly because everybody kept trying to guess Punk and fit Punk in there. Now, the build for Punk's return here was also, he kind of just marked himself out, but at the same time, now this was worthy of it, though. This is how it should have been. The Christian reveal should have been done a lot different. That guy should have just ran out and just surprised the hell out of us. The way he hyped him up, he set him up to fail because he was not Punk.
Bro, I got breaking news here. WWE, guys, breaking news on the podcast with Jesse on the phone right here.
Breaking news.
Monday Night Raw has announced that in the spirit of competition, they are now countering CM Punk with Moist TV and special guest Logan Paul. Oh man! Oh man!
I actually leaned in for that. I thought it was something important.
Logan Paul.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, dude. But look, this is consistent for them. They keep saying that they're sports entertainment. We are the idiots that keep trying to put them in a wrestling peg. They're not wrestlers. It's not a wrestling show. Sports entertainment. That's why they got Logan Paul.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I can't wait to not watch Moist TV.
WWE is an alternative to professional wrestling. AEW is professional wrestling.
Simply put, beautifully said. Jesse, thank you for calling in, man. Are you home now?
I'm about 5 minutes away, brother. I'll be home soon to finish listening to the rest of the review. I heard there was a SmackDown episode on tonight. Is that actually true?
Well, at this point, I don't even care, bro. It was legitimately all rematches, and Sasha Banks wasn't on the shows. Bianca Belair had to wrestle both Carmella and Zelina Vega, man. It was enthralling television.
Oh, my God. We got to see Andrade in Dark as well. He kept getting into face-offs with Pac. They're going to tear the roof off the place and all out.
That's a match that people just are simply like forgetting. I think we almost forgot it as well on Wednesday. I'm like, that may be the match of the fucking year.
We did because there's so much exciting shit going on right now, man. No slight on Pac or Andrade. They're gonna tear it down, but we are overindulged right now. We are overstimulated. There is way too much wrestling shit going on for us right now.
Yeah.
We're still thinking about there might be Tanahashi coming in, or anybody else coming in through the forbidden door to face Moxley. We don't even know that yet.
Nope.
Jay White is lurking around Chicago these days. What the hell?
And listen, man, Daniel Bryan is looming somewhere. It's not going to be at All Out, but this is fucking craziness right here. This is history in the making, bro. Get home safe, and thank you for calling in and giving us a firsthand glimpse into what happened there during this historic moment with CM Punk coming back.
Absolutely. Shout out to OTS family and everybody else. Hey, did anybody see me on TV? I think somebody told me they saw me on TV.
Well, listen, what about this thing that you told me? Fans came up to you at the line waiting to get into the building. Is this true?
Oh, yeah, dude. I got approached outside before we even got in. I was in front of the United Center for about 2 minutes before one fan stopped me. And then we got inside, and my wife was in concessions at the bar, and I went to go get food. And I told her, you stay here, and I'll go to the concessions and pick up something to eat. I leave her, and I get stopped by one fan, stayed there for a few minutes, then got stopped by another one before I finished with that one. Never got in line to get the food. I figured it's a lost cause. It's never going to happen, man. I took some selfies. I'm sure somebody will post it. I'm sure they're in the chat listening right now. Shout out to everybody who I met tonight. Excuse me if I don't remember your names right away. You had a long night of drinking and everything else, but good times, man. Lots of JD fans there tonight, man.
That's good to know, man. That's a nice precursor to when I get there in a couple of weeks and we do our thing there for All Out.
Yeah, we definitely got to set up a meet and greet here, man. Absolutely.
All right, man. Get home safe. Enjoy the rest of the night. I'm gonna finish this review here and have half of my audience leave when I talk about WWE.
All right, take it easy.
All right, bro. There you go, guys. Jesse on the phone. We got a first-hand account of what happened inside the United Center for Rampage tonight. That is everything that happened regarding CM Punk, man. So let's get into the rest of the show, man. We got a lot happened on the show besides CM Punk. A lot happened on the show besides CM Punk. And if I could bring up my notes here, give me 1 second here. We have a lot going on. The opening match, we saw Jurassic Express and Private Party. This is a tag team eliminator tournament semifinal. So we got Jurassic Express. They came out with Marco Stunt. Private Party, Matt Hardy is out there with Private Party, part of the Hardy family office. We got the Lucha Brothers and the Varsity Blondes wrestling on Dynamite. And then the winners of that match get Jurassic Express next Friday on Rampage. This was a very good match. I enjoyed this for what it was. The winners were never in question here. Jurassic Express is incredibly hot right now. I'm loving what they're doing. So we got the Young Bucks. They come onto the stage and they do their thing. And they're sitting there watching the match with Brandon Cutler. Isaiah Cassidy and Jungle Boy started out. They had a very nice opening exchange between the two. And it ended up in a double kip-up, showing each of their athleticism. Isaiah Cassidy and Jungle Boy. Mark Quent came in. He ate a dropkick from Jungle Boy. And the heels quickly took control of the match. So Jungle Boy took a beatdown from the heels. And he hit one member of Private Party with a big dropkick. And then another guy with a hard clothesline. Finally got the hot tag to Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus destroyed both guys of Private Party with some big man moves. Jurassic Express tried to go for a stack-em suplex, I believe it was, on Isaiah Cassidy. He was able to turn that into a insane Canadian destroyer, man. It was crazy. On Jungle Boy, off of Luchasaurus' shoulders for a very close near fall. Quinn followed up with a shooting star press on Luchasaurus out to the floor. I don't think it connected at all. Mark Quinn has one of the prettiest shooting star presses in all of the business. But on this night, I don't think he hit anything there. Jim Ross tried his best to kind of cover it up, but it didn't hit. It did not hit at all. So we were back in the ring. Private Party went for Silly String, which I honestly don't look at as a very effective move. I've called the move myself in House of Glory. I don't look at it from a commentator's perspective as a very effective move. It takes way too long to execute. And more times than not, you got your opponent just standing there waiting for it to happen. It's almost as if you can never connect it because it just takes so long to execute. So they tried Silly String, but Jurassic Express countered into a cutter for a near fall. Matt Hardy tried to distract the referee. Cassidy almost got a pin with a roll-up on Jungle Boy, and I thought that was legitimately it. It was not. He kicked out. Private Party went for Gin and Juice. Jungle Boy countered with a spinning DDT. Jurassic Express hit a double-team powerbomb on Mark Quinn for the 1-2-3. I think they call it the Thoracic Express. Oh, my goodness, man. What a fucking move. And what a move, man, on Mark Quinn. Mark Quinn is absolutely going to sell the shit out of that move, man, because he's athletic as fuck. And it was unbelievable. So we got Jurassic Express winning. They advance. They get the winners of the Lucha Brothers and the Varsity Blondes. That happens on Dynamite. That match will take place on Rampage. The finals of this tournament will happen on Rampage. And the winners, they get the Young Bucks at All Out inside a steel cage. And this was directed to happen by Tony Khan because Tony Khan is upset that the Young Bucks continue to run amok and do what they want and abide by no rules whatsoever. So TK has had enough of it, and that's it. Jade Cargill versus Kiera Hogan. This was a squash. I don't know how you guys feel about Jade Cargill, man. Listen, I don't know how you feel about Jade Cargill. I think we are past the point of Jade Cargill getting squash matches. If you want Jade to squash people in the ring, save that shit for Dark. Save that shit for Dark. Save it for Elevation. We don't need to see that type of thing tonight. Now, I know this was about CM Punk tonight, and they were probably very pressed for time. But Jade Cargill squashing Kiera Hogan in 1 minute does absolutely nothing for me. Jade Cargill has megastar written all over her, man. But everything that she does, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, bro. I really don't. Everything that Jade Cargill is, it just comes off very forced. It comes off very unnatural. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I want to associate it with what I feel when I watch Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw. I used to love Rhea Ripley. I thought she was awesome in NXT. Then she got to Monday Night Raw, and right down the toilet did Rhea Ripley go. Flushed and everything. I don't know what it is with Jade, man. There's a lot of showboating. There's a lot of flicking of the hair. There's a lot of posing in front of the camera. We don't need to see that. Once is enough. Look at her entrance. Look at what she looks like when she's standing on that ramp. She takes the jacket off. She poses. She shows herself off. She looks like $1 million. She looks like $1 million. But when she gets in the ring, you don't need to overdo all of that. Go in there, kick ass, and leave. That's it. I'm not buying Jade Cargill yet, bro. I'm not. You could tell me she looks like $1 million over and over and over again. When she steps in the ring with a Thunder Rosa, when she steps in the ring with a Britt Baker, when she steps in the ring with a Statlander or a Sheeta or an incoming Ruby Soho, how is she going to fare? You can't keep her behind these squash matches forever. She's eventually going to have to learn to wrestle. And if she's going to be your AEW Women's Champion in the future, she's going to need to know how to wrestle. She cannot be a one-trick pony. She can't do it. This was a 1-minute squash. Glam slam, and that is it. Kiera Hogan got a match in front of 15,000 people to ultimately get pinned in 1 minute. Got to do more. She's got to do more. Mark Henry moderated dueling promos between Jon Moxley and Daniel Garcia with 2.0. I am quickly becoming a fan of 2.0, man. I really am. I didn't think much of them in NXT, but I'm quickly becoming a fan of what they're doing. Garcia said to be a star, he has to beat Moxley tonight. Moxley promised to commit something that looks like an assault on Daniel Garcia tonight in front of the United Center. So Moxley came out with Eddie Kingston, Wild Thing. Daniel Garcia and 2.0 were already in the ring. Moxley started with a strong backdrop suplex, some stiff kicks to Daniel Garcia. Garcia countered by attacking Moxley's legs. Moxley countered Garcia's attack on his legs with a cross arm breaker. Garcia came back with hammer fists, but walked into a boot and a nice pair of German suplexes from Mox. Moxley went for a third German. Garcia countered into an ankle lock. Moxley had to get to the ropes to force the break, which he did. Moxley came back with clotheslines, forearms, and some headbutts on Garcia. Moxley went for paradigm shift, but Garcia countered into a scorpion deathlock. Garcia leaned back too far. Moxley countered by grabbing the bulldog choke for the submission, and he tapped out. After the match 2.0, and Garcia attacked Moxley and Kingston, Sting and Darby Allin ran in to clear the ring and even the odds. Members of 2.0 got a stinger splash from Sting, and then Darby Allin hit a coffin drop on both members of 2.0. Moxley, Kingston, Sting, and Darby stood tall in the middle of the ring to end the show. So that was pretty much Rampage, guys. It was all about CM Punk. CM Punk was the only thing that was going to get people to watch tonight, and it more than delivered. It was everything that I think we all expected from CM Punk. This is history in the making, and I am very happy that we all got to feel this, see it, experience it together. And this is going to be good for everybody, man. It's crazy how people don't think that this is an important time for professional wrestling. This is going to take AEW to the next level, man. So many weeks have gone by, and WWE refuses to get better. So many times WWE refuses to acknowledge the fans and give the fans what they want. So many weeks have passed, and WWE just doesn't care about the logic gaps that exist on this show. The fact that their shows are void of any logic at all, and nothing on the show has meanings. Their championships mean nothing. Their women's division looks like shit. Everything that they throw on these shows is just the same shit you see week in and week out. Tonight is history. Tonight is game-changing. Tonight is going to move the needle. How so? I feel it myself. We had 5,500 plus inside this fucking live stream tonight. Everything I tweeted about AEW on Wednesday going into Rampage tonight, it nearly did 20 times more on Twitter than any WWE-related tweets. If you don't see the change happening, all you have to do is come to me and see what I'm doing personally. That's it. I would never lie to you guys. Change is happening. You're either with it or against it. If you're against it, your loss. And we're not going to look at you and say, come on, your loss. You want that? Stay with that. We over here, we're going to enjoy what we've all missed for way too long, and that is professional wrestling. Now, I expect my audience to drop at least half because we're going to talk about SmackDown. I have to talk about SmackDown because it's my job to talk WWE. So if you guys want to stay, I will make it as entertaining as I can. If you guys don't want to stay, I'll see you tomorrow for SummerSlam. And I bid you adieu. But I got to talk about SmackDown, and I got to talk about my great sponsor for the show tonight, man. We're talking about Magic Spoon Cereal. Today's show is sponsored by Magic Spoon Cereal, man. Growing up, cereal used to be my thing, man. I remember my parents, before they got us ready for school, they gave us all of the popular kiddie cereals, man. You guys know what they are. I'm not going to name them here. You know what they are, man. That was one of the best parts about going to school, man. Look at all the sugary cereal our parents gave us in the morning. As we grew older, we realized it was full of sugar, full of garbage. And you really shouldn't be eating that stuff as an adult nowadays, man. I've been trying to cut down on the carbs. I've been trying to cut down on the sweets and the sugar. But when I tasted Magic Spoon cereal for the first time, man, it's like, oh my God, I can eat cereal in the morning again. And it's healthy. And it's delicious. 0 grams of sugar. 14 grams of protein. Only 4 net carbs. And 4 grams of net carbs in each serving. And also, only 140 calories, man. Magic Spoon's best-selling flavors are in a 4-flavor variety pack. They include cocoa. It's all right. Fruity. Very good. Frosted, my favorite. And peanut butter, which is also very good. Magic Spoon also offers other new great flavors, man. I got a new favorite. Cookies and cream is absolutely delicious. They got maple waffle, which I haven't tried yet. Cinnamon, I haven't tried yet. And blueberry as well. Also, I haven't tried yet. So those are the cereals, man. Those are the flavors. It's healthy yet delicious. It tastes exactly like the cereal you remember growing up with, man. And the benefit now, it's super nutritious. Tastes amazing. It's honestly too good to be true. It's keto friendly. It's gluten free. It's grain free. It's soy free. And it's low in carbs. JD, how do I get it? MagicSpoon.com/scripts. That's it. MagicSpoon.com/script. You guys are going to save $5 off any order. And Magic Spoon is also so confident in their product that they'll back it with a 100% happiness guarantee. If you don't like it, if you don't like the way it tastes, they're going to refund your money, no questions asked. Once again, guys, that's MagicSpoon.com/script. Save $5 off. And I want to thank them once again for making my mornings delicious right here on Off the Script. SmackDown, guys. SmackDown was absolutely insufferable. SmackDown was absolutely insufferable, man. I don't know what I was watching. I couldn't wait for Rampage to start. I couldn't wait for CM Punk to be on my fucking television, man. SmackDown started off with Edge, so at least we're starting off right. SummerSlam is the one show this year that I was looking forward to, and WWE killed all my excitement for it because of the lazy, effortless build that we've gotten with SummerSlam. Edge and Seth Rollins is one of the only things on this show tomorrow night that I'm looking forward to. Edge came to the ring, and we got a video package about the Edge-Seth Rollins feud, which has been very good so far. Fans were chanting, Edge, Edge, Edge in Phoenix. Loud pop for Edge. Talked about back in 2014 when Seth shoved his boot into the back of his neck. He said he was worried about his way of life, his wife, his kids. Said last week Seth threatened all the same things again. He looked down as if he was emotionally overwhelmed. And he said, I know what that curb stomp can do to me. I know what that move can do to me. And he says, I have triple fusion neck surgery. And if he hits the stomp, does Rollins, it could end my career and prevent me from being the father that I need to be for my children. So he gets that Seth sees this as a mind game and he's trying to play with him, and it usually is just a mind game. But when he looks into the eyes of Seth, he knows he means everything he says. He said Seth is an all-time talent, but he's pushed him into a dark place. He said that's a place he doesn't like to go to because it's so hard to come back from. And because, if I'm being truthful, it's because I like it. You made me find a place in my heart where the blood runs black. He said tomorrow night at SummerSlam, I don't need to just beat Seth Rollins. I need to break him. I need to humble him. And I need to burn him down. Very good promo by Edge. I mean, I don't know what else I could say on top of what I already said about Edge. Edge is a master. Edge is a master of what he does, man. He really is. This promo was fucking great. Edge's promo work since coming back, even in the middle of the pandemic, in that empty fucking gymnasium. Everything that Edge has done has been fucking perfect, man. Really. I've enjoyed his time back. I really have. This was a great promo. Dominic Mysterio. And by the way, I will be live again tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. for a live Off the Script episode 387. We're going to talk SummerSlam and the predictions going into tomorrow night, man. It's going to be a busy 48 hours for yours truly. Dominic Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka. 619. Booyaka, booyaka. Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Dominic told Rey that he's going to beat Jey Uso tonight, and they'll beat the Usos tomorrow night. Rey Mysterio said, whoa, 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 whoa. Son, take it one match at a time. He said he got ahead of himself last week. Dominic said, but I won the match, though. Rey Mysterio cut him off. Dominic corrected himself. We won the match. So Rey says, listen, I know I've been going hard on you lately. I want to win those tag team titles back. You know how much I want these for us. So watch my back out there tonight and stay alert. Dominic doesn't seem to be too receptive to his obviously knowledgeable father. So Dominic seems to be on the outs with Rey Mysterio, folks. Dominic seems to be on the outs with Rey Mysterio. Rey and Dominic Mysterio are not winning the tag team title match at SummerSlam. Dominic looks to be turning on his father. We may be going to a Dominic and Rey Mysterio father versus son feud. I don't know what good that does, but Dominic, in my eyes, is absolutely cringe-like television. He really is. I don't have any interest in seeing Rey versus Dominic Mysterio, but it looks like Dominic is going to go on his own. He's going to turn his back on his father. The heel turn may actually happen at SummerSlam. He's going to go and try and do things on his own. He's inevitably going to fail, and then they're going to end up back together. Maybe they win the tag team title somewhere down the line. I don't know, but I don't think WWE is really in the boat of breaking up yet another tag team because it's the cool thing to do. And this time, hey, we could get father versus son out of it. You have no tag teams on the brand to start breaking up fucking tag teams. So why start now with Dominic and Rey Mysterio? I don't get it. It's almost leaning towards Dominic being a heel against his father, the babyface. It's stupid. Stupid. Now, what they really should do is if they want to play this up, they should actually have a camera filming Dominic and Rey Mysterio at home. That's what I would do. Have the camera crews go and monitor Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio after they suffer a loss like they did tonight. Seriously. That's what they should do. Have Rey Mysterio sit at the dinner table and scold Dominic. You don't cut the shit out, no PlayStation 5 for you. You don't cut the shit out, no more dates, and your curfew is now limited to 9 p.m. That's what I want to see. Really make it inner turmoil in the Mysterio household. No, but we're just going to get random tag team matches with Rey and Dominic Mysterio against the Usos, and then singles matches to follow every single week until the inevitable split happens. Have you guys ever wondered why WWE's tag team division is so fucking terrible? Look at what they've done with this Mysterio and Uso feud. Every single week, we got the tag team matches. We got the tag team matches out of the way. Every single week, it's been Rey Mysterio versus Jey Uso. Rey Mysterio versus Jimmy Uso. Then it was Dominic Mysterio versus Jey Uso. Then it was Dominic Mysterio versus Jimmy Uso. WWE tag team feuds consist of taking two teams and getting every singles match possible out of those four guys. That's their tag team feud. That is awful. That lacks creativity. This is what happens, Bruce, Vince, when you don't have an actual fucking tag team division. You got to settle for garbage. Rematches after rematches after rematches. I don't get it. I don't get it. So we got this match, and nothing new happened here. I mean, it's the same old shit for WWE with these two. I don't have any interest in anything that these two teams are doing. In fact, I've ranted about how I would have never given the Mysterios and the Usos a feud right now. I would have never given the Usos the tag team championships. I would have given Otis and Gable the tag team championships first. I would have had them beat the Mysterios. But what the fuck do I know? So we got this match happening. Rey and Jey had a decent match. Nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary here. Story of the match was Dominic was not listening to his father. He tried to cheat, it backfired, and it cost Rey Mysterio, his father, the win. So Jey was in control. Rey fought back, made a babyface comeback with some elbows, step up enziguri. Jey recovered, hit a pop-up Samoan drop for a near fall. Jey then climbed to the top rope, lifted Rey on his shoulders. Rey fought back, hit a Hurricane Rana off the top rope for another near fall. Rey hit a springboard crossbody off the second rope. Got a near fall of his own off that one. Jey avoided Rey, hit a neck breaker for a very close near fall. Rey recovered, hit a senton off the top, and a DDT for another 2 count. So Rey went for the 619. Jey avoided the 619. Rey caught Jey in a sunset flip. Dominic then tried to do the same thing he did last week. He positioned himself into the ring. He used his feet as leverage for Rey to get the leverage pin on Jey. But this time, Charles Robinson, the referee, looked and saw Rey being assisted by Dominic. He looked at Dominic cheating, so he kicked Dominic out of the ringside area. So after that, obviously the Usos took advantage. They double-teamed the Mysterios on the outside. Jimmy attacked Dominic, got him out. Jey took advantage of Rey. So back in the ring, we got a big splash off the top rope with the Uso splash, and Jey pins Rey Mysterio as they get the momentum going into SummerSlam. So right then and there, more disorderly conduct by son Dominic Mysterio against his father. Slap him upside the head, man. No more Call of Duty with your friends online. What I would say. Baron Corbin. I don't get why Baron Corbin is holding the briefcase. He's holding the briefcase. He's caressing the briefcase. Apparently he's the new Money in the Bank briefcase holder because he stole it from Big E. You know, they used to call Baron Corbin the Lone Wolf, L-O-N-E. I guess they could now call him the Lone Wolf, L-O-A-N. Lone Wolf. I seen it online somewhere. I figured I'd throw it at you. Corny joke, I know. It's not mine. I didn't come up with it. So fans are chanting, you are still broke. You're still broke. You're still broke. Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin. Again, folks, another rematch. Another rematch here on SmackDown, which was insufferable, by the way. So, Baron Corbin walks out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Do I have anything here? I got my keyboard. He's holding it like this. Like you don't want to let it go. He's holding on for dear life with the Money in the Bank briefcase. So, I don't know what they're doing with this. I don't know if we're going to get a match with Big E and Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. I don't know if that's going to be added to the card tomorrow night. I have no idea. So there was nothing new about this match. Big E marches out mid-match looking upset. My question is, why did Big E take so long to come out and grab the briefcase from Baron Corbin? You know, if I'm Big E and I'm really that upset about having my Money in the Bank briefcase stolen, I would have come out and attacked this guy in the middle of the aisleway as he was making his entrance from behind. Big E waited for the match to start, for his theme music to go off, and then run out and attack Corbin at ringside and then take back the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then he had it stolen away from him again as Baron Corbin ran into the crowd and out of the venue. Why did Big E wait so long? I know if something is important to me and I had it stolen and I know the guy that stole it was in the venue, I would have done everything possible to get into the same place that guy was. But he waited so long. I have to know why. Illogical garbage. So Big E ran around to the other side of the ring. He attacked Corbin, picked up the briefcase. He started to walk away. Corbin gets back up, shoves Big E into the ring post, grabs the briefcase, and ran through the crowd. By the way, this was a rematch from last week, folks, where Kevin Owens got a decisive victory. Tonight, Corbin gets the victory over Kevin Owens, and we got good old classic 50-50 booking by WWE. Great job there, WWE. You know, you do realize, I got to throw this at you. Eva Marie has a SummerSlam match, and Kevin Owens doesn't have a SummerSlam match. Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't have a SummerSlam match. Apollo Crews, Finn Balor, Tony Storm, Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox. No SummerSlam matches for these. Asuka doesn't have a SummerSlam match. But Eva Marie has a SummerSlam match. How pathetic. Clearly, you see where WWE's priorities lie. So Big E looked around. He was upset. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe if you would have come out 5 minutes earlier, you would have your briefcase in your possession. Kayla Braxton interviewed Bianca Belair backstage. She threw it to a video package where we saw the replay of the contract signing with Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, which I do have news on. Kayla Braxton said Sasha Banks has her number. I think everybody would love Sasha Banks' number. But Mikaze wouldn't be a happy individual. Belair interrupted her and told her not to say that name around her again because it makes her skin crawl and it stresses her out. She said she hopes Sasha is watching tonight because she wants her to see what she's going to do to Zelina Vega and Carmella. As if we didn't see that already. Kayla asked if it's risky to wrestle twice before SummerSlam. Belair said maybe, but she's not in a rational state of mind. And she's done playing nice, so everyone is about to see the nastiest, the meanest, and the baddest chick in WWE. I will say this, folks, and I've been very hard on Bianca Belair and the way she's been portrayed as a babyface. For the first time in a very long time, man. For the first time in the last couple weeks are a very good indicator of what's going on with Bianca Belair. Finally. We're starting to get the Bianca Belair that we saw in NXT. The nastiest, the meanest, the baddest chick in WWE. Bianca Belair should have always been someone that portrayed that EST attitude. When she got brought up to the main roster, she was always so humble and very respectful and very smiley and this and that, and she was nice to everybody, and she was just happy to be there. WWE loves to change things up. This is what Triple H did with her from the beginning down in NXT, but in typical WWE fashion, they have to try and change everything that comes up from NXT. So they change it because they want it to get to where it needs to be on their watch so that they could reap the benefits of it and say, you know what, it's our idea, we changed it, and now she's better for it because it happened on the main roster, not because of what happened with Triple H and NXT. That's the problem. Well, for the first time in a long time, man, Bianca Belair is finally starting to exude that EST attitude. I think she's done great the last couple of weeks. It's showing in her promo, and it's showing in the ring. I'm actually more excited about this Sasha and Bianca match than I was for the WrestleMania match, just because of who Sasha and Bianca are right now. Sasha's a heel, and Bianca is a babyface, but she is the EST. She's the EST of WWE. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. What I'm not enjoying is Zelina Vega and Carmella once again poking their fucking noses in business that it does not belong in. I don't really understand it. Get it out of here. We don't need to see these two women in a match, period. Now, there was a report about Sasha Banks. Apparently she got pulled. Bianca got pulled from house shows. I don't know why. It was a situation over the weekend. WWE pulled them both from 2 live events over the weekend. The reasons for their absences was noted as quote-unquote unforeseen circumstances. Now, no further explanation was given, and WWE usually keeps the statuses of 2 people like this, usually, very quiet. Ringside News did ask around about the situation, and they were told that no information is being given right now internally about Sasha or Bianca Belair and their absence from this past weekend's house show. Now, WWE will not admit if it's a COVID-19 outbreak with either one of them. Clearly, Bianca doesn't have anything because she was on the show tonight, but Sasha Banks was not on the show tonight. So there were rumors going around about Sasha being pulled from SummerSlam before SmackDown started tonight. PW Insider is reporting that despite earlier news articles this week that stated Sasha Banks was cleared for in-ring action, PW Insider reported that Sasha Banks was not backstage for SmackDown in Phoenix, Arizona. They also add that the word going around backstage is that she may have been pulled from SummerSlam. Banks and Bianca were pulled from this weekend's house shows due to unforeseen circumstances, but the company continued to promote their SummerSlam match during commercials on Raw on Monday. Now, PW Insider says that while Banks is not at the show, Belair was backstage and she was on the show. If WWE has to find a replacement for Banks, they do have a big name available. And that big name would be Becky Lynch. She's slated to be backstage for SummerSlam Lynch has been backstage at shows in recent weeks, and based on some recent photos of her training, she looks to be ready for in-ring action, and WWE is ready to use her. Now, I'm very indifferent about this. Number one, it's not good for Bianca Belair if Becky Lynch is thrusted into this match and Becky Lynch wins the SmackDown Women's Championship and go fuck yourself, Bianca Belair, kind of. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that happen at all. If Sasha Banks is not able to make the match and she's not able to make SummerSlam, you cancel the match, you tell people what's going on, and then you do the match on SmackDown Friday. That's it. I don't think putting Becky Lynch in Sasha's place and having her beat Bianca Belair because it's the only outcome, Becky's not losing her first match back. I don't think that's the right way to go about it. You don't want to blow your load on Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is being saved for something WWE can use to pop a rating. I think she's being used to either pop a rating on Monday or Friday night. I think, honestly, she's being saved for the draft. I really do. Where she fits, I don't know. The women's division is fucking horrendous right now on both shows. So either way Becky Lynch ends up going, it's not going to really be a benefit in the way people think it's going to benefit the women's division. The division sucks right now, so Becky Lynch herself is not going to save the division. There's not one person in that fucking locker room that can save that division. It needs to be done collectively. It needs to be done as I have stated for the last 6 years. Merge the fucking divisions. You cannot call 5 women, 6 women a division. I'm sorry. You'll be seeing rematches every single fucking week for the next 52 weeks until the next draft. Nobody wants that. Cancel the match if that's the case. Now, WWE continued to promote the match tonight. They said the match is happening. We've seen the graphic tonight. I'm assuming the match is going to be Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. Simple. If WWE's promoting it, then I'm sure it's going to happen for SummerSlam. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people. But if Sasha can't make it for any reasons, WWE has to tell us what exactly is going on. Now, there was a little clouded judgment in my mind for Becky Lynch to come back. I don't think that they would do this to Sasha Banks because Sasha Banks is the biggest female star in the entire division besides Becky Lynch. It's Becky, Sasha, and then Charlotte right now. But when Bayley's there, it's Becky, Sasha, Bayley, and then Charlotte. Charlotte is the least important of the horsewomen. I don't think this is the case because they would never do this to Sasha Banks. But I'm wondering, did WWE pull the wool out of Sasha Banks or under Sasha Banks and are keeping her off television right now because they want something to combat what happened tonight and combat the weekend that AEW seems to have right now? Do they want that big surprise happening at SummerSlam? Would they pull Sasha Banks from the show to put Becky Lynch in the show as a surprise to combat and gain some momentum going into a show that right now has barely anything going for it? I don't think so. I threw it out there as a minor possibility. It's just something that I was formulating. I don't think that's the case at all. But I would not be surprised to see WWE do that. I just don't think they'll do it with Sasha Banks. Does Sasha Banks have COVID? You know, obviously that speculation is going to be running wild. I'm not going to hear anybody mention that in the community. Well, the dirt sheets mention it. I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility. Is she off television for precautionary reasons? I don't know. Is it COVID related? I don't know. But WWE is going to remain silent on it. And the only thing we have to go on for SummerSlam about is the fact that WWE has promoted the match tonight. They promoted the match, and as far as I'm concerned, the match is happening tomorrow night. So we'll leave it at that. If Sasha doesn't show up, we will see what happens. Jesse just texted me, says Sasha could be pregnant. I don't think so. God forbid that's the case. I don't think WWE would be very happy about that. But they replace one pregnant female with another. Becky Lynch is about to come back, and then Sasha Banks is about to go out again. I don't want to speculate. But weirder things have happened, man. So we will see what happens. Natalya and Tamina versus Shotzi and Tegan Nox. This is a championship contenders match, pal. WWE loves their championship contenders matches. Nothing speaks to me as enthralling television as champions losing because they don't have anybody else to do anything with. Let's pin the champions. Let's pin the champions and have them get defeated on national television in a non-title match just to give the challengers a fucking title opportunity. Great job there, Bruce. Great job there, Vince. Natalya is back, number one. So the injury was very minor. Good on her, man. Speedy recovery. Happy to see her back, and she wasn't seriously hurt. Number two, Shotzi and Tegan, man. If anybody's watching me right now and thinks that this is the best use of Shotzi and Tegan, you may be the dumbest fucking idiot I have ever come across. How could anybody look me in the fucking face and tell me that this is the best use of Shotzi and Tegan? You have absolutely no fucking division, and you're using Shotzi and Tegan, handcuffing, I should say, Shotzi and Tegan in a tag team division that doesn't exist. There's no other teams on the fucking roster. You have two teams. Why do these tag team titles exist? If this is the best use of these two women, you have failed. Absolutely failed. Number one. Number two, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Didn't Shotzi and Tegan on their first night demoted to the main roster on their first night, didn't they beat the team of Tamina and Natalya in a non-title match? Didn't Tegan beat Tamina in a one-on-one match? What was it? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Didn't Tegan pin Tamina, who's one half of the tag team champions? Now, WWE wants to sell me on a championship contenders match. What else does Tegan and Shotzi need to do to get a fucking tag team title opportunity? They've already pinned the goddamn champions in a tag team non-title match and in a one-on-one match. Tamina got pinned by Tegan Nox. What else do they have to do? Now, my question is, are you going to go all in on Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart? Because the way you've handled them, they beat the tag team champions now in a tag team match twice in non-title situations, and Tamina got pinned while Natalya was out recovering. So that's 3 overall losses. Are you going to give Shotzi and Tegan the tag team titles? So my follow-up questions to WWE are this. Number one, are you going to give them the tag team championships? If so, who are going to challenge Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox? From my understanding, there are no other legit tag teams on the SmackDown roster. Are they going to go to Monday Night Raw? Who exactly is over there as far as tag teams in the women's division? I'm waiting. There's nobody. There's legitimately no other tag teams. Number two, with all of the losses that Tamina and Natalya have accumulated in these non-title situations, do you think it's wise to A, pin the champions as much as you've done? Not that the titles mean anything. And B, if you by some chance want to finally book them to win and retain the tag team championships over Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox, what do you think that does to Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox? All credibility is now gone. Oh, but they pinned the tag team champions. Great. But they couldn't do it when the titles were on the line. Losers. Losers. This is what happens when you start them at the top, going right after the championships, and you fail to build them up going after said championships. This is what happens when you bring them right to the main roster, have them go right to the top, and you get them wins over the tag team championships. Where else are they supposed to go? There's nowhere else but down. Typical WWE fashion. They start them at the top, and then they go nothing but down, and then they fail. Instead of starting at the bottom and building them up, and then get them to the top through wins and consistency and good matches, WWE has once again failed women's wrestling. Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox are way too talented to be stuck in this worthless fucking division. Awful. Absolutely fucking horrendous is WWE's handling of its women's division. Natalya and Tamina lose. They lose. Shotzi countered a sharpshooter with a roll-up for a 3 count. Goodbye. Formulaic booking. Champions lose on TV. Once again, who cares? My question is, where is Toni Storm? Where's Toni Storm? 5 weeks, Bruce. 5 weeks without Toni Storm on television. You bring this woman up to SmackDown from NXT. You have her beat Zelina Vega on night one, and then we don't see one fucking glimpse, not one peep out of Toni Storm in 5 weeks. Am I supposed to be happy about that? Now, I'm going to give WWE some benefit of the doubt. Maybe Sasha wins the championship from Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. Maybe Toni Storm is the next in line to be Sasha Banks' number one contender. Maybe. But I don't understand why Toni Storm can't be on television and beats Natalya or Tamina or some enhancement. Never mind the champions. Fuck that. It's like I'm speaking WWE language. Bring in some enhancement talents. Have Toni go over some enhancement talents. Have her beat Zelina. Have her beat Carmella. Have her on television, gaining momentum and getting wins. Then when Sasha wins the championship, then Toni can say, you know what? I've won. I want my shot at Sasha Banks in the SmackDown Women's Championship. So how's it going to look when Toni Storm gets back to television? She's had one fucking match, and then all of a sudden she claims she's the number one contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Oh, but I'm sorry, you've been on TV for the last 5 weeks. Typical WWE booking, and this is why I complain about the fucking company. Fucking ridiculous. Seth Rollins. He's in the ring. Mocked Edge's promo earlier. He got irked by the fans. He got upset by the fans chanting for Edge. You saw him already. Shut up and let me speak, he says. So he said there's no shame in not being able to channel that darkness he once relied on earlier in his career. But without that darkness, he cannot be on his level. You and I both know that part of Edge is dead. It is dead and gone, Edge. You will never find it. All of a sudden, we hear this creepy music, and it actually ended up being the old school Brood theme music. Fire on the screens, red lighting, and the Brood music. All I was waiting for is Gangrel to pop out. So the Brood music plays. Seth looked around. Edge appeared on the big screen, told Seth to look out because the freaks come out at night and he'll never see it coming. All of a sudden, some black liquid fell from the ceiling, poured all over Seth, who was wearing a white suit, completely drenched in black, was Seth Rollins. Nobody knew what was happening. That was a once white suit, in case you were tuning in, says Pat McAfee. And the entire ring looked like someone took a huge black shit all over it. Ink everywhere. It was ink, mud, I don't know what it was, but it was like a black liquid, and it was a brood bath. It was legitimately a blood bath, and Rollins was covered in this black blood. So that was a nice throwback to the Brood. I like how Edge channeled his old inner self, his old Brood self. I don't know if I would have really kind of brought this out so soon. I don't know how many stages this feud is going to have. I don't know if this is going to be a one and done. I don't know if this is going to go into the next month. But I would have saved this type of thing for the later part of this feud if they do indeed go to another match. Seems like this really kind of went from, all right, they're doing the throwback to 2014, and they're talking about the stomp, and they're talking about what happened between those two. Love the throwback to what they said. And then all of a sudden, they go back even further and now introduce the Brood aspect of Edge's career, and he's talking about freaks coming out at night, and then all of a sudden, we see some black blood come down all over Seth Rollins in his pretty white suit. I might have waited for this, man. I really don't understand why they kind of went from, all right, 2014 to like so far into the past. Maybe it's a one and done. I have no idea. But I'll tell you what, this is one of the few matches on Saturday night that I'm looking forward to. I think it should be great. Edge is a masterclass. Rollins has been very good in his role. Not really a big Rollins guy at all, but I think this is going to be a great match for these two. Montez Ford versus Otis. Another two tag teams having singles matches on the show. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Otis wins in about 3 minutes. So Otis was distracted by Gable in the ring, landed a crossbody for a 2 count. I guess Otis was... He was on his way to winning, but Gable wanted to ensure his victory, so he kind of jumped up, and Otis was distracted, but it did not distract him enough from losing the match. He landed a crossbody for a 2 count. Otis came back with a big slam, and then a big Vader splash in the corner, and that was pretty much it. Otis wins in 3 minutes. Montez Ford was wearing some boxing shorts, looked like swim trunks. Don't know why he was out of his traditional gear. I urged him to go back to wearing his traditional gear. Maybe it was so hot in Phoenix, he didn't want to be bounded by the leather pants he usually wears, and he wanted to go out wearing the boxing shorts. I don't know. Move on from this. It's all over. I don't care. After Otis and Gable lost last week in 1 minute, I don't care. Now we're just trading victories back and forth, and nobody's going to get over. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Yes, Boogs was in the ring versus Apollo Crews and Commander Azezz. Boogs and Nakamura win in 4 minutes. It's great. So Rick Boogs got the pinfall victory here. And guess what, folks? He pinned Apollo Crews. So Rick Boogs even got in on the fun of pinning Apollo Crews on SmackDown. Great. Great. Boogs took Crews to the mat, and he was playing his leg like a guitar. Boogs showed off his strength. He was lifting Crews back and forth. Boogs is a big guy, man. If you guys follow him on social media, on his Instagram and on his YouTube account, he's massively fucking just impressive lifting the weights, man. I wish I could do fucking a 1/100th of what that guy does. So Crews fought back. Boogs threw him across the ring. Nakamura and Azezz got a double tag. Nakamura caught Azezz with a drop kick. Azezz didn't go down. Nakamura went for the Kinshasa, but Azezz countered with a side slam. Boogs and Crews tagged back in. Nakamura caught Azezz with a sliding drop kick. Boogs then power slammed Apollo for the victory, and Boogs pins the former Intercontinental Champion. There you go, folks. If you need any more confirmation that Apollo Crews is bound for catering once again, there you go. There you go. Once the Intercontinental Champion, had a miserable Intercontinental Championship reign, and he now was pinned by a debuting Rick Boogs. Apollo has lost almost every single match we've seen him in God knows how long, man. I don't know when the last time this guy had a singles victory, but apparently it's pin Apollo Crews season for WWE. Goodbye. What a complete waste. I guess Vince got bored of the gimmick. Before you know it, Apollo will be back in catering. Before you know it, Azezz will be solo. Before you know it, Apollo will be released. And then we'll be crying on social media. How could you, Vince? How could you? The best run he had in, 5 years, 6 years? Really played the gimmick well, and clearly WWE has no fucking care and refuses to put any effort into Apollo Crews. Sucks to be Apollo. Too good to be wasted the way he has been. Awful. Bianca Belair versus Zelina Vega. This went 2 minutes. I'll give you one guess as to who won this match. It wasn't Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega will never win a match as long as she is on SmackDown. As long as she is contracted to WWE, she will not win a match. Sucks to be her, right? She signed, knowing that her husband was still with the company. Then WWE fired her husband, and she had signed a contract thinking that she was going to work with her husband, but sucks to be you, Zelina. Now your husband is with the real promotion, and you're stuck with the fucking entertainment company. Great. Great. But please continue to brag about how much your paycheck is. So this went very one-sided here. Vega attempted a Hurricane Rana. Belair caught her and hit a powerbomb. Belair held on, dropped Vega on the turnbuckle. She hit the KOD. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. The slightly better, but not by much, match with Carmella and Bianca Belair. They had a decent match for the limit that they were given. Carmella jumped Belair at the bell. She backed Belair into the corner, hit a series of back elbows. She followed up with a Bronco Buster for a near fall. Carmella slowed the pace down, working a chin lock. Belair stood up with Carmella on her back and turned Carmella into a vertical suplex. Love it, man. Bianca did that at NXT. Always looks impressive. Belair avoided a super kick, and she hit a handspring backflip, moonsault for a near fall. Carmella recovered and caught Belair on the ring apron skirt, or in the ring apron skirt, I should say. She followed up with a super kick for a near fall. The finish came when Belair hit a spine buster and then the KOD for the win. So Belair, as if she needed any more momentum going into the match, she beats Carmella and Zelina Vega. Probably not making Sasha Banks happy because Sasha Banks now obviously has associated herself with two fucking losers. And Sasha Banks is not a loser. I don't know why this needed to happen. I just don't know why you didn't cut just a promo with Bianca Belair. Why did you need these two matches to happen? Fucking pointless. Absolutely pointless. And then the main event segment of the night was Roman Reigns and John Cena and their Universal Championship match that will undoubtedly be the main event of SummerSlam on Saturday night. Reigns made his entrance with Heyman. Cena made his entrance. Big Let's Go Cena chance. Cena was mega over in Phoenix. Reigns told the crowd that last week Cena said a lot of dumb shit last week, and the fans got excited. Says he likes it, but he won't allow Cena to lie to them and misinform them. He said Cena lied when he said he could beat him. Wise man. When is the last time I lost? He looks over at Paul Heyman, and I loved this line. This was the line of the night on WWE television. Heyman said, "No one has ever beaten this Roman Reigns." Love it. Fucking love it, man. Roman Reigns shrugged, very cocky, very prick-like. There you go. There you have it, Cena. Cena says all eyes on this main event, and fans are making their choice between Team Reigns and Team Cena. He said Reigns just doesn't get it because he's the champ and he's being pulled in a million directions. He said everybody thinks Roman is going to win because he's going to film a movie. He said the movie part is right, but the other part is wrong. He said he's going to win the Universal title, go do movies, and leave Reigns beltless, standing around as a failure. He says he's not saying he's not great, but he has lost control. He says he's being protected in an egomaniac bubble he lives in, and he'll lose 1, 2, 3. I'm not here to promote movies. I'm here to demote your ass. He said Reigns never wanted this match. He said he has told people the same thing for 20 years. Never give up. He said Reigns is so frustrated because all he has to do is score a 3 count. If Reigns is distracted or makes a mistake or isn't perfect, 1, 2, 3. He said he'll then break the all-time championship record as 17-time champion. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns says Cena doesn't get it. Said he knows Cena has been busy with other stuff, but he should have smartened himself up before he returned to the WWE. He said anyone 2 steps in front of him, he smashes to a point where WWE doesn't need them anymore. Kind of a direct line there. Was that aimed towards Daniel Bryan? I don't know. Kind of certainly sounded like it. Reigns says he can go to Hollywood and make movies and commercials. Who do you think you are? I could do the same thing you're doing. I could go to Hollywood. I could go film commercials. He asks Cena if he thinks he's better than him. Reigns asks Cena to raise the stakes. It's Vegas. Let's have a little raising of the stakes here in Las Vegas. He said either he leaves as WWE champion or he's leaving WWE. Cena smiled. Reigns offered a handshake. Cena shook Reigns' hand. Reigns tried to lift him for a Samoan drop. Cena slipped out, rolled him up for an imaginary 3 count, and he ran out of the ring, waving his hand in front of his face, saying, "You can't see me," and gloated as Reigns was upset that he was mockingly pinned. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. This was a lot better than last week. I will say that. A lot better than last week. But WWE always seems to fuck things up, man. WWE always seems to fuck things up. I liked this promo better than last week, but I have to ask, who in WWE creative thought it was a wise idea to make now the one match on the show that everybody's looking forward to, the one mega match outside of the match with Dwayne that you have left. Who in WWE decided to make this match so utterly fucking predictable? You know, John Cena has that essence about him. John Cena has that aura about him. John Cena has that unpredictability about him. When he goes into a match, you don't know if he's going to win or if he's going to lose. WWE always can really fuck the fans by giving them a John Cena victory. In this case, it would be a colossal mistake. It would be a catastrophic mistake if Roman Reigns lost the championship to anybody, let alone Cena. But WWE always finds a way to fuck something up. John Cena has such a natural unpredictability about him. This is the reason why we wanted John Cena versus The Undertaker while it was still able to happen at WrestleMania. And WWE did not give it to us. Should have happened at WrestleMania 30, to be honest with you. The fact that that match didn't happen was a fucking mistake. Because every pinfall would have been fans on the edge of their seats thinking that John Cena was one AA away from a Undertaker loss at WrestleMania. Can you imagine the fucking heat John Cena would have had on himself if he beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania? And it wasn't Brock Lesnar? Can you imagine everything that would have came out of the match? Undertaker probably would have never gotten a concussion. Undertaker and John Cena would have put on a classic. And John Cena would have brought that level of unpredictability to WrestleMania against The Undertaker that would have had people fuming over every false finish. So WWE takes what is so great about John Cena, takes the essence that makes John Cena fucking unpredictable, and they go into SummerSlam having Reigns say, if I don't walk out Universal Champion, I'm leaving WWE. Are you fucking serious? Where's Reigns going? Monday Night Raw? Nobody wants to go there. Where's Reigns going? Does he want to go to AEW? Does he want to be amongst the elite? Does he want that match with CM Punk to prove who's more over? Where's he going? He's going nowhere. So what was the point of this stupid stipulation? I don't get it. WWE, once again, fucked everything up. Not only did they take this feud for granted, not only did they take this match for granted, but John Cena was only back because WWE needed a mega main event for their lamest party of the summer. And that's all that John Cena's back for. They're back, or Cena's back, I should say, because WWE doesn't have anybody else that's going to legitimately stand toe-to-toe with Roman Reigns and be a threat to that Universal Championship. That's it. That's the only reason why John Cena's back. They dropped the ball. They took shit for granted. They took this feud for granted, knowing that the show was near sold out. And why do I have to do anything? Why do I have to put any effort into it? It's Roman Reigns. Everybody loves Roman Reigns as this heel. He's done great work. Everybody loves John Cena. It's Roman Reigns and John Cena. What do we have to do? Ha ha ha! Then they throw that stipulation in there and goodbye. Roman Reigns is not walking out of SummerSlam without the Universal Championship. If you think he is, you are a fucking idiot. If WWE even contemplates taking that title off of Roman Reigns, they are fucking stupid. What an awful fucking show and an awful fucking decision. Awful. That is it, guys. CM Punk returns. SmackDown was awful. And a historic night, not only for AEW, but off the script as well, man. We had 5,500 people in this chat tonight. The venue has never been more packed. And I appreciate you guys very much, man. We got over 3,000 likes, 3,300 likes in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Oh, my goodness. We're about to go over the immense love in the Super Chats, man. Thank you guys so very much for all of your support on the Super Chats. We're going to get to that in just a second, but If you guys want to hang out, man, I'd love to have you. Don't go anywhere. Hang out. We'll read through the super chats. I got my cold beverage here. And we will get into it right away, man. I want to say thank you to everybody again. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That is on Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys go and check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. That are on the homepage. I will be live 2 times tomorrow, man. Off the Script, episode 387, 2 p.m. It's already up. Turn notifications on. SummerSlam, I'll be live tomorrow night. Hopefully the show isn't 5 hours long like I'm hearing it will be. But we will be live no matter what, man. And make sure you guys go check out Magic Spoon, bro. MagicSpoon.com, MagicSpoon.com/script. Get $5 off. If you guys want your own merchandise from Off the Script, Bonfire's partnered with YouTube, man. Right underneath the video is all of my merchandise, man. Get yourself a t-shirt. Get yourself a t-shirt. And I can't stress this enough, man. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the bell for all notifications. Where did we leave off with these super chats, man? I am blown away by the amount of super chats here. All right, let's start here, man. Francisco Coronado with a $5 super chat. I guess we all know what Sean's View is doing right now since CM Punk returned and Jesse got free ice cream on CM Punk. Lucky him. Yes. Sean's View is probably masturbating somewhere. He's probably masturbating somewhere, man. Good for him. He didn't predict anything, man. He clickbaited himself for the last 8 years, and finally it happened. Deshaun Turner with a $1.99 super chat. Man, I cried. He's back. Wrestling is back in AEW. Absolutely, Deshaun. Tony Brown with a $9.99 super chat. JD, I'm happier than a mosquito in Sasha, Bailey, Carmella, and Bianca's dressing room. Man, this man said he'd come back for wrestling, and he's been listening to you and Jesse. I'll bet he has y'all number 1. Thank you, Tony Brown. I appreciate you, bro. CM Punk left pro wrestling. He left pro wrestling on August 5th, 2005. And on August 21, 2021, he's back in professional wrestling. You left out literally everything in the middle. Love it. Susan D'Ambrosio with a $5 super chat. I'm so happy that AEW just gave WWE the big fuck you tonight by getting CM Punk. I think everybody's thrilled, Susan. Everybody is ecstatic. Demon G with a $4.99 super chat. JD, no homo, bro. As soon as I heard Living Color, when the crowd popped like hell, I cried tears of joy, bro. Also, fuck Bill Goldberg. LOL, I love you, bro. Thank you, Demon G. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here on this momentous occasion, bro. DJ with a $9.99. I never popped in my own house before, but seeing CM Punk walk out made me scream. But this will be the best moment in pro wrestling ever. Telling him or telling us WWE isn't pro wrestling puts a smile on my face. I know it did for me, man. I legit had watery eyes when it came out, man. Just seeing that man get emotional, I had watery eyes myself. Medusa with a $5 super chat. First vacation in 3 years, CM Punk returns, and we get a match versus Darby. Can it get any better? Absolutely not. And it's not over yet, Medusa. It's only beginning. This is only the beginning. Matt Eagle with a $4.99 super chat. I hope Jesse enjoys that free ice cream courtesy of CM Punk. Oh, he did. And I hope he saved the rapper. DJ with a $4.99 super chat. The icing on the cake is Moro commentating at All Out. I wish, man. I wish. If I had payroll and starting a wrestling company, Moro would be at the top of things for me to go out and do. Sign him. Michael Raymond with 2 super chats, a 5 and a 2. To top this, Vince must book Adrian Paul to have a sword fight with Drew McIntyre to determine who is the one true Highlander. There can only be one. CM Punk finally got his ice cream sandwiches too. Bro, Vince can't do anything to top this night. Vince can't do anything this weekend to top this moment. WWE is playing second best, and they know that. And I think the fans know that too. Nobody's talking about SummerSlam. SummerSlam has absolutely no hype going into it at all. Chase Wood with a $9.99 super chat. My neighbors probably hate me now from how loud I popped that cult of personality hitting the PA. What a night. History, bro. History was made tonight. Ryof Wildfire with a $1.99 super chat. I want my CM Punk shirt. Website acting crazy. I don't know if I'm going to get one, bro. Those shirts were only available tonight, I believe, right? The one that he was wearing. I think they just have a regular insignia shirt. The front of his shirt tonight is the one that they're selling on the website. KB Brown. I was crying tears of joy tonight. I'm so happy. I think everybody was, Brown. I think everybody was, man. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Mickey McLendon with a 99-cent super chat. Bro, put it in the tip jar. The bartenders have been working like fucking crazy, man. They can't take enough orders. Remember to tip your bartender. I don't need it. Hologram with a $20 super chat. I've been waiting for this exact moment for 7 years since I found OTS. Now with the OTS crew and my brother from another mother, JD, we could finally say pro wrestling has come back home. OTS for life, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. Brother, I'm always proud to have you here, man. This was a moment that everybody needed. This was a moment that everybody wanted, and a moment that has changed the industry moving forward. Nobody understands that. Nobody. You need to understand. This is it. The game has changed. WWE is second fiddle now. There's nothing but growth from this point on for AEW. Munchie Time with a $19.99 super chat. Do I have your attention now? Seeing CM Punk back in a wrestling ring is fantastic. Darby and Punk are going to tear the house down and all out. Also, rest in peace to the AEW shop website. But what did you expect? AEW and OTS for life. Thank you, Munchie Time. Thank you, brother. Hopefully I can still get that shirt, man. Can you imagine when a CM Punk AEW figure comes out, man? Holy shit. Oh, my goodness. Nickname My with a $2 European super chat. The best birthday present possible, man. Enjoy yourself. Happy birthday, brother. Joseph Versleys. Here's to pro fucking wrestling. OTS family, take a sip of your ice cold beverages. Cheers, brother. Eddie Hazard with a $9.99 super chat. Even though I was expecting it, I came to pieces. The second Cult of Personality hit. After 7 long years, the best in the world is back. Welcome home, CM Punk. Vince and Bruce better run scared. Bro, hearing that music was the sound of fucking just wrestling beauty. It really was. Grown men were crying because of that music playing and that man walking out tonight. Grown men crying. Jesse said that grown men, strangers, were hugging each other in the venue. Unbelievable. Tristan Turners with a $5 Australia mate super chat. Punk and Darby have to main event All Out, surely. We don't know yet, man. Punk will be on Dynamite. There are 2 more weeks till All Out. We got more matches to be announced, surely. We don't know what Omega's doing yet. Is it still going to be Christian? Are they going to swerve us? What's Moxley doing? Is Bryan going to be there? I have no idea. Stab Studios with a $4.99 super chat. Almighty JD, keep up the good work, bro. Been a while for me on here, but never forgot this. CM Punk is pro wrestling. The winds of change, bro. The winds of change are now going to be felt moving forward. Jonathan Costello. The winds of change are blowing very hard as CM Punk has returned. The best part about it all is that it's only going to blow harder and harder. As a wrestling fan, I'm loving every moment of it. AEW. Yes. Let it blow, bro. Let it blow. Let it blow. It's going to be awesome. Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat. One of the best pro wrestling moments of all time. Genuinely shed a tear, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. Welcome back, CM Punk. Bro, I got teary-eyed as well, man, seeing that man on stage. It's all right to admit that, bro. We all love professional wrestling. That's why we are here. That's why we all gathered tonight. Awesome. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. The drink of choice tonight is a Diet Pepsi. I don't drink Diet, bro. I don't drink soda in general, but the Diet Pepsi's flowing on ice tonight. Salty Skipper with a $4.99 super chat. I'm so happy tonight hearing Cult of Personality and watching CM Punk walk out legit had me shaking. Definitely buying All Out. Suck it, Vince. I mean, who's not buying All Out, bro? Come on now. Omega Man with a $20 super chat. Finally, after 4 weeks, I get to chat with all you crazy bunch. What's up, JD? I started following you after watching a few of your live vids. You will real run. I knew I needed to follow you. Keep up the great work. Hashtag CM Punk. Omega Man, I appreciate you being here, bro. Sorry you had to go through the, venue process of being, ID'd for 4 weeks at the door. And the bar, turning you down, bro, but now you're in. Now we welcome you, a part of the family, bro. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for the $20, man. Appreciate it, man. Comment of the night so far. Only real in the venue, brother. Only real. Munchie Time with a $4.99 super chat. CM Punk is like the prodigal son. He was lost and now he's found. The winds of change are here and continue to blow harder. I need an ice cream bar. Maybe AEW puts out ice cream bars, bro. Maybe you'll find them at your local Walmart sooner rather than later. But like Jesse said, it was nothing more than a Klondike bar. But he's got the wrapper. He's got something that no one else has, man. That wrapper. That was a part of history tonight in that United Center. We got a $5 super chat from Spooky Goblin Kitchen. Got ice cream. AEW's got Punk. Yes, they do. Let CM Punk beat Tony Khan's problem, says Vince McMahon. Sure thing. If that's a problem I want for myself as well. Hulu Grim with a $5 super chat. Tomorrow is a guaranteed summer scam. Go get your summer scam t-shirts down below. Bonfire.com, right underneath the video you're watching now. Go check it out. Tomorrow is a guaranteed summer scam. Rest in peace to WWE. We all knew and loved for so many years. There's a new bitch on the block. AEW. Hell yeah, brother. Blackmonger with a $10 super chat. People can hate Punk, but they ain't gonna stop the change. Fuck the naysayers. This will change everything, and this isn't over. Brian, Wyatt, Cole, just a few. Hell, even AJ Lee. Come on in. Bro, it doesn't make sense for Adam Cole to not want to join AEW, man. I think the writing is on the wall. He knows it. He sees it. He feels it. Why stay when the industry is changing right in front of you? Why stay when all of your best friends and your girlfriend work for the company? Why stay when you know you can go and be the best professional wrestler on the planet like we know he is? Yes, because I'm assuming the catering on Monday Night Raw, as you're stuck in the mid-card, is going to be beautiful for you for the next 5 years, right? They don't care about you, bro. Get out! As long as we don't get Braun Strowman. As long as we don't get Braun Strowman. Sage Blackwolf with a $1.99 super chat says nothing. Sage, what happened, bro? Why are you shy? Throw it in the tip jar, man. Tip the bartenders. I don't need it. No message. I don't need it. Thank you for your super chat. Jedi Joker with a $5 super chat. I'm still in shock. I can't put tonight into words, but here's some money for an ice cream bar. Bro, am I going to have to get a CM Punk drink on the menu? Honestly, am I going to have to get a CM Punk drink on the menu now? Michelle Moran with a $5 super chat. I cried the entire time. I finally get to see Punk live. Thank you, TK, for making this happen. The matches we will see now will be epic. I think Punk wrestles 15 to 20 times a year, man. I don't think he wrestles as much as people are expecting him to. He's going to be a special commodity, and he should be treated as such. Only the most important for CM Punk. Steven Vandelli with a $19.99 super chat. Seriously, do we even need a SmackDown review? Let's just talk CM Punk and celebrate history. Bro, it's my job. I have to. I have to, bro. Metalhead for life with a $4.99 super chat. The greatest thing I ever seen in wrestling. Ever. I've watched wrestling since 1981. JD, you're the greatest. Thank you, Metalhead. Thank you for actually speaking tonight, Metalhead. Something as important, I guess you had to. Thank you for the $5, bro. Munchie Time with a $1.99 super chat. Final super chat. Here's something for WWE, and he gives the middle finger. Shelled Khan with a 99-cent super chat. Bro, put it in the tip jar. Tip your bartender. I don't need it. Quintendo with a $4.99 super chat. CM Punk is back, baby. You're the best, JD. I can't wait for Dynamite. I'm always here for every review and episode of OTS. Stay cool, my brother. Thank you, Quintendo. Good to see you back in the venue, bro. Captain Solo with a $5 super chat. My birthday was 2 days ago, and CM Punk returning is the greatest belated birthday present. Would appreciate a happy birthday goon from you, JD. Captain Solo, happy birthday, brother. Happy belated birthday. Everybody in the venue. Let's give Captain Solo some birthday cake emojis, man. Daniel Easterday with a $2 super chat. Best night of the year. I love it. Hashtag CM Punk. Hashtag OTS. You know it, brother. History was made tonight. Mr. Premium 2002. Voice of the voiceless. Cult of personality. CM Punk. Okay, I'm done. Continue on with your show. It's everyone else. JD was right again. I love being right, bro. I love being right, man. CJ McGlashan with a Euro $2 super chat. Tony Khan can have my money for All Out. Of course he can. He had my money before CM Punk for All Out. Now he's got my money double for All Out. Kenley Pierre with a $1.99 super chat. Good to see you elated, JD. You're the best. Goon. Thank you, Kenley. It's nice when pro wrestling works out, man. Honestly. It's nice when pro wrestling works out. Ali with a $4.99 super chat. After 7 years, he's back to make history once again. Welcome back, CM Punk. Reese with a $20 super chat. TK struck gold and Punk is back in wrestling. Takes a lot for me to cry, and this was one of them. An absolutely epic moment, brother. Mr. Premium with another $4.99. Road Warrior pop for one night only. There's the CM Punk Chicago pop. Captain Solo with a $5 super chat. When CM Punk returning can bring grown men in the arena to tears, you know AEW has magic. Great times to be a wrestling fan again. Bro, if anybody burns this down and anybody tears this down in the community, man, you are an absolutely heartless fucking prick, man. And clearly you don't love professional wrestling. And I don't want to associate with you. Get the fuck out of my face. Get out. Reese with a 50 bomb. By the way, he says, Mr. No Days Off. Love you, buddy. Jason Howard with a $9.99 super chat. I can relate to the grown men crying inside the United Center. Tears of joy. Thank you, Tony Khan and CM Punk, for giving us what we've been missing for so long. I'm feeling the energy, man. I love it. I love it. This has brought a fucking community together, man. It's a beautiful thing. Jedi Joker with a $5 super chat. Now it's Punk versus Darby. Who wins? Punk. Darby is already a winner, bro, going into this thing because Punk named him his first opponent after 7 years. Punk wins in his hometown. I'm sure Darby has absolutely no problems laying down for CM Punk. Michelle Moran with a $5 super chat. If you miss SmackDown, you miss nothing. I will watch Punk over Roman any day of the week. Darby and Punk will rock it at the pay-per-view. Thank you, Tony Khan. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. King Mo with a $1.99 super chat. It's crazy. AEW making it fun to be a fan again. Like I said, King Mo, WWE is the alternative. AEW is not the alternative anymore. The Dud with a $2 super chat. I was crying. All that's left now is Brian. Bro, if I hear the final countdown, I may actually cry because I'm fucking elated with joy. If I hear Europe, the final countdown in New York City, bro, I'm gonna fucking flip my shit. God, that's gonna be fucking epic, man. Can you imagine the crowd singing Final Countdown by Europe, bro? Holy shit. TK, you gotta buy the rights, bro. You gotta buy the rights to the song, man. Come on. Magician Sapphire with a $10 super chat. All the credit in the world to you, JD. You called the CM Punk return months ago. I don't really deserve credit, Magician, but I appreciate your enthusiasm, man. I've been calling this for fucking 5 years now. Without Daniel Bryan signing first, and that being announced, Punk does not sign his contract. They're in this together. They're in this together, man. Angel Hernandez with a $4.99 super chat. GG's. GG's right back at you, Angel. Jaden Gilliam with a $1.99 super chat. 7+ long years. It's been too long since the best in the world. Jeremy Boyle with a $2 super chat. The winds of change felt like a hurricane tonight. You ain't kidding, brother. Angel Hernandez with a $4.99 super chat. His first line back and he puts over Britt Baker. That's the CM Punk we know and love. He ain't lying, bro. He's back to help. He's back to help. Right out of his mouth. Already an honest individual. Living up to his word. Prime Objective with a $10 super chat. JD, thank you for all the work you do for us. Your work doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate that, Prime Objective. I'm just happy you guys enjoy what I do, and I'm happy that you're here, man. Thank you so much. Hooligan with a $5 super chat. I said 5K today in your COD stream, and you were being modest. Congrats, you savage. I fucking told you. Bro, I had no idea, man. I said 4. I said 4, man, and we still now even have 3,200 in the live stream chat, man. Jesus Christ. You guys are fucking awesome, bro. This video may actually see over 100,000 views tonight. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Edgar Estrada! He's back! With a $99.99 super chat! J fucking D. It's a great time to be alive. On this day, I see clearly one of my all-time favorite is back. Chicago crowd was fantastic. Gave me goosebumps. Shout out to Hooli. My brother, love you. Cheers, OTS fam. Pro fucking wrestling is back. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. OTS for life. Edgar, I am ecstatic that you're back in the venue, brother. We were all concerned about your well-being, man. We are glad you are alive and well and back inside this beautiful fucking bar, man. Spencer Bailey with a $5 super chat. 5,000 plus watching you. Wow, congrats, bro. FYI, I wish we could get Jesse's reaction right now. Well, he called in, bro. I got Jesse to call in, man. So I hope all were happy that Jesse got to say how it was while he was there live watching history unfold. Israel with a $5 super chat. I had goosebumps, JD, throughout. And Chris Van Vliet could not say any better. How can SummerSlam compete with AEW? AEW is by far the best promotion. I don't know, man. I even said it myself. I didn't even have any idea he said that. I'm surprised he actually said that. I even said Tony Khan has single-handedly killed all of the hype surrounding SummerSlam. He's probably smiling from ear to ear as he lays his head down to sleep tonight. I don't think any of that roster's getting any sleep tonight, man. I don't know how could they. Jeremy Lewis with a $5 super chat. I should have listened Wednesday, but I'm eating my words now. That was incredible. Still got goosebumps. Cheers to Punk and the best voice of the IWC. Thank you, Jeremy Lewis. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. That conversation Brian and Punk had in WWE backstage, I tell you, that's when the spark came back in tears. And I'm lost for words. Bro, I told you, man, even before that WWE backstage moment, man, they were going to do something together. They were going to change the industry together, man, whether it was going to be in WWE or somewhere else. I said Punk was going to come back out of retirement if Brian left WWE and went back to the Indies, man. This was well before AEW had any life to it at all. And now here we are. Now Brian's with AEW and Punk is back with AEW, and now they're in the same company together. The best wrestling company on the planet. They are together at the top. And this time they'll be treated right with respect. Our Future Media with a $5 super chat. 5K in the venue. Congrats, JD. That entrance and promo from CM Punk overshadowed SummerSlam easily. No doubt. Nothing on SummerSlam will top what we saw tonight. Jerry Ramey with a $10 super chat. Punk is one of us. So we gravitate towards people like CM Punk because we understand him. We fight. We work. We get screwed with. But in Punk, he succeeds and we feel it. It's exactly what I said in the beginning, brother. Exactly what I said in the beginning. This is why Punk is such a beloved man. We feel, we know, we understand. When we look at him, at some point in our life, we all were a CM Punk, man. We were all straight edge. We were all fuck the establishment. Jesse sending me something. Following CM Punk's debut, the average secondary market ticket price for All Out is currently $1,000. Oh, but I thought he wasn't a draw. I thought he wasn't a needle mover. Brian Alvarez tweeted, following CM Punk's debut, the average secondary market ticket price for All Out is now $1,000. Not a typo. Wow. Yeah, but he's not a draw, though. The winds of change are not being felt, right? Give me a break. Danny Boy 1320 with a $2 super chat. CM Punk is all elite. Best birthday ever. Happy birthday, Danny Boy. Let's give Danny Boy some birthday cake emojis in the chat. Francisco Coronado with a $5 super chat. My kids love WWE, but this is something I am going to have to show them when I get home. So they see what really is true, not piped in noise. You go and do that, Francisco. You go and do that, brother. I have somebody who's donating $20 in Mexican pesos. I can't pronounce your name because it's written in Chinese lettering. I don't speak Mandarin or Chinese, brother. But he says, I'm literally not watching SummerSlam after this. I don't blame you. Let's throw on some Dr. Disrespect for some SummerSlam. Kind of goes with the vibe. Why I try. Red Skies. Sean Williams with a Canadian $6.99. I'm just saying this right now. Hashtag boycott SummerSlam. I'll boycott SummerSlam, but I still want to see Reigns, Cena, and Edge Rollins. And if Sasha is on the show, Sasha Bianca. Justin Striplin with a $9.99 super chat. Ain't no way SummerSlam, SummerSlam is going to top what just happened tonight on AEW Rampage. The best in the world is back. CM Punk versus Darby Allin are all out. Take my money. Can't wait, man. Saints 2025 with a $1.99 super chat. Tony Khan is a genius. Yes, he is. Reese with a $10 super chat. CM Punk on WWE Backstage is like when Michael Jordan went to go play baseball. I like the comparison. You know, a lot of people thought that his backstage stint was going to sully his return. Oh, my God, man. I'm glad that was nowhere close to being true. Coiled Phoenix with a $50 super chat. Thank you, Coiled Phoenix. As always, love having you here. I agree with you, JD. The winds of change are here, and if this doesn't affect Vince in some way, then WWE is doomed and truly beyond all hope. After tonight, all I have to say is all hail CM Punk, all hail Tony Khan, all hail professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is back, man. Brian Del Pinal with a $4.99 super chat. Super sticker. Thank you, bro. Pat Royson with a $2 super chat. Roll Tide, he says. Thank you, Pat. C. Salisbury with a $4.99 super chat. Over 5,000 live to you, the most genuine man in the IWC. Talk about CM Punk's return. Thanks for all you do, JD. Thank you for being here, Salisbury. There's no doubt in my mind we were number one tonight, man. No doubt in my mind. Why aren't I at the SummerSlam scrums, man? What happened? You couldn't fucking pay me to be there during this night, man. I would have been fucking flipping my shit. I gotta miss Punk. I gotta go live. Come on, man. Look at the power that we have. People they should be embracing to work with me and work with the brand, bro. But no, JD's negative. JD hates the sport. JD's disrespectful. JD's an asshole. Man, I love professional wrestling. I want professional wrestling. I don't want shit. Capiche? Nathan Exum with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. William Robertson with a $9.99 super chat. This 1 hour Rampage was better than what WWE will put on with SummerSlam. CM Punk in AEW just changed the landscape of the wrestling world. Thanks for the hard work, JD. Love the OTS family. Thank you, William. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. If I'm Mustafa Ali, I'm letting that damn contract run out. I'm going straight to AEW to face CM Punk. I'd pay to see that, man. Ali, also Chicago-born. I'd pay to see that. Haley Lucas with a $5 super chat. After that promo Punk cut, I have officially wrote WWE off as a wrestling company. It's nice to see him happy and hugging fans. There would have been nothing for him in WWE, man. God, he would have been just as miserable as he was then. Ahmed Youssef with a $4.99 super chat. Keith Lee just made a tweet after CM Punk's return. Pro wrestling is wild. I love it. Funny thing is, we're all waiting for Keith Lee to come join us. Come join us, big man. J. Ray with a $5 super chat. Tonight was great, and hats off to AEW for giving fans an unforgettable moment. The winds of change are truly surging, and Punk is officially all elite. Nathan Hexam with a $9.99 super chat. They had to start with Punk due to the crowd chanting possibly all show long. JD, so glad to see the change we so desperately needed, and it finally arrived. This is just the beginning. Oh, it is just the beginning, man. It is absolutely just the beginning. King Mo with a $4.99 super chat. WWE and their nut huggers will play this down, but we all know how they are feeling right now. It's going to be matches for Punk. His channel just got better. Bro, we might have hit over 126,000 subscribers tonight, man. I haven't even checked. World of Wrestling with a $5 super chat. CM Punk reaction was like Hogan in 2002 when he returned to WWE. WWE says AEW is not competition. Yeah, right. Keep staying denial, WWE. Competition? Bro, they just turned this into fucking competition like you never even seen before, man. Since the days of Nitro, bro, it's all over. WPW Network. JD's the biggest audience. 5.4K. Couldn't have done it without you guys, man. Let's do it again tomorrow for SummerSlam. J. Ray with a $5 super chat. After tonight, WWE has to respond with their shows, so let's pay close attention to SummerSlam and next week's Raw and SmackDown to see what they deliver. J. Ray, they're not going to do anything. Look at what they've done with Raw, bro, after SummerSlam. We already have a Moist TV segment announced with Jake Paul. So clearly they don't care. DB Hart with a $4.99 super chat. That pipe bomb got me back into wrestling after not watching for 7 years. Seeing the man who got me back into wrestling back tonight brought tears to my eye. You're not the only one, brother. That man brought everybody that was a lapsed fan back to AEW. Emmanuel Reed with a $10 super chat. Never seen fans cry for a wrestler's return. Truly amazing. I was smiling from ear to ear. I love pro wrestling. Emmanuel, thank you, brother. Everybody loves pro wrestling. That's why you all gathered here tonight to hear me speak. Because we all have the same love in this world, bro. Boogeyman123 with a $1.99 super chat. No BS. No in-the-moment bias. This is the best return. Totally agree, brother. Jason Tarr with a $2 super chat. I forgot about the other show once Punk came out. Bro, there was no other show to talk about after Punk came out. The insufferable show that was erased immediately. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. CM Punk was close to not being on the cover of WWE 13. He only got on because THQ insisted on it. That's another thing. Ridiculous. Israel with a $5 super chat. Whoever said CM Punk is not a draw, they are buffoons. And that's why I watch. I will never forget this night. I can't wait for All Out. It's going to be awesome. Absolutely, Israel. Philip Langley with a $4.99 super chat. That was awesome. It literally brought me to tears seeing CM Punk back. I have nothing else to say, but thank you, Tony Khan. JD, you're the best. Thank you, Philip. Coggies with a $20 super chat. Love to the OTS family. This is great, and I'm thrilled to experience it with all you goons. Cheers, JD. Thank you, Coggies. I appreciate you, brother. Ricardo Linnell with a $15 super chat. 5.6K in the venue, JD. If Adam Cole doesn't come to AEW after everyone witnessed the energy tonight and the authenticity of AEW, then he has everything he deserves coming to him if he resigns with WWE. Bro, I am pretty confident that Adam Cole is gone after Sunday. Pretty confident. Adam Cole doesn't seem like the type of guy that will waste his career knowing exactly what's coming to him. Mr. James 2000 with a Canadian $50 super chat. The fact that CM Punk broke Pro Wrestling Tees right now shows you the level of importance this is. I haven't felt this level of excitement in years. I was just going into high school when Punk left, and now I'm 2 years out of high school. Love you, JD. I appreciate you, Mr. James. Bro, the fact that he broke Pro Wrestling Tees, man, I'm not surprised by that at all. At all. At all, brother. I need some new music in the venue, man. Let's get into... I got an iTunes playlist. Let's see what we got here. iTunes library. Let's see. We got... let's see if we got some shuffle happening here, man. Let's see. Yep. We got some music, man. Throw some Carl Casey on the jukebox, man. There you go. Thank you, Mr. James. Edward Tanza with a $500 super chat. I want everybody in the chat to give Edward Tanza some beer emojis, man. Let's cheer. Edward Tanza, brother. Holy shit. Edward, thank you so much, man. I don't know what to normally say when I see super chats like this, man. I really don't. Have to tell you, been a fan since '84. I've seen it all, and nothing compares to this. I've seen Vince put every little guy out over the years, and this just starts to make up for it. In honor of this historic night, I wanted to do something nice. New subscriber, really impressed. Love what you do. In life, good things happen to people who do good stuff. Edward. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the venue. You are undoubtedly a fucking VIP, man. Thank you so much. Everybody cheers Edward in the chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. We're going to be here all night. We're getting through all these super chats. I ain't going anywhere, guys. We still got fucking 3,100 people watching, bro. I love each and every fucking one of you that stopped by here tonight, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit happening. Diggity Dog with a $10 Australia, mate. This was an experience for me I won't forget, and I saw it at home. I have to thank you, JD, for keeping me interested in wrestling up until now to witness it. What a great day for pro wrestling. Thank you, Diggity Dog. Oh, you didn't know? Christopher Castro with a $9.99 super chat. Love you, JD. Much love from Hawaii. Man, oh man. We got fucking VIPs all over the place, brother. Jerry Ramey with a $10 super chat. Darby can lose to Punk and still turn out better for it. Austin lost to Brett at Survivor Series 96. Canadian Stampede 97, and Austin still became a megastar. Bro, Darby's gonna be fine, man. A go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. Darby's gonna have the biggest match of his fucking life. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Vince and Nick Khan stymied NXT. And now there's a report that the deal with Full Sail University has expired, and now the CWC is the perma home. That is a terrible mistake. The CWC sucks in comparison to Full Sail, man. Full Sail was NXT. Now the Capitol Wrestling Center is the home. It never felt the same. Never. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Vince and Nick Constein. I've just read that. Thank you, Mr. Cake. Here I am reading the same thing over again. Montreal Rather with a $5 super chat. First John Moxley, now CM Punk. AEW sure does know how to revive people's love and passion for professional wrestling. It ain't over yet, bro. Adam Cole's coming in. Bray Wyatt. Wyndham Rotunda's coming in. Ruby Soho's coming in. And the list doesn't stop there, bro. What happens when Keith Lee's a free agent? What happens when Ricochet is a free agent, man? Come on. Savoy with a $10 super chat. After Darby Allin, Moxley should turn heel and face Punk. Bro, I don't think Moxley should ever be heel. Not with that theme music. Moxley will never truly be a heel, man. He'll always be an in-betweener. If they do want to trend more heelish. I'd love to see the promo work between the two, though. I'll tell you that, man. That's fucking must-see TV. Punk versus anybody on the microphone's really must-see TV. Golden Boy GB Golden with a $5 super chat. CM Punk is not a draw. Doesn't move the needle. Haha, they have no clue. ESPN SportsCenter has his return on. LOL, JD, you're the man. You're appreciated. Bro, CM Punk's not a draw, though, but he's on ESPN right now. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. The only thing I've heard from SummerSlam is Bianca Sasha being in jeopardy. Well, they promoted it tonight, man. I'm assuming it's happening. Unless WWE's going to swerve us tomorrow. Kalo0792 with a $4.99 super chat. All the media post-show. Punk says he's been in talks with TK for over a year. That confirmed what you were saying for a while. Of course it was. Jesse and I said it months ago. Punk was in TK's pocket for months. Jesse and I call that shit well before anybody. Well before SAP. Well before Wrestling Inc. or Bodyslam.net. But we never get the credit for it. And we'll never get the credit for it, man. Jesse and I have proclaimed for over a year now. Punk has always been in TK's back pocket. Always. Brian Del Pinal with a $1.99 super chat. JD the GOAT. Cheers to you, brother. Grayman Media. Did you catch Kenta's tweet? Hashtag CM Punk returns. I did not catch Kenta's tweet. I'm assuming it's about the GTS. Carlo Verkaman with a European $7.12 super chat. AEW brought me back into wrestling and didn't disappoint me yet. Keep up the good work, JD. Greetings from Belgium. Greetings from New York, Carlo. I love what you guys have done with beer. I love me some Belgian beers, man. Belgian ale, some Belgian triples, some Belgian quads. I love it, man. You and my country will get along beautifully. Anthony Hayes with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD? If it's booked right, will we see a former WWE vet versus AEW youngsters in Blood and Guts? And plus, Jade Cargill needs a submission. The Rack. Bro, I'm not booking anything with WWE and AEW vets and youngsters. I'm not doing it. Yes, Cargill needs to do more, period. Never mind adding the fucking torture rack. Dre Johnson with a $4.99 super chat. The only thing WWE can do to top CM Punk return is having Vince McMahon come out during SummerSlam and step down and firing Bruce Pritchard. Pretty much, Dre. Pretty much, bro. That's exactly what needs to happen. Rock Hawk with a $20 super chat. What a night for professional wrestling. Brian Del Pinal with a $4.99 and a $1.99 super chat. He says, new sub, call me a goon. Brian, you're a fucking goon, bro. Get out of my venue. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. They got Julia Hart and Jade Cargill on TV, but my baby girl Tay is on Dark and my Sheeta is on a milk carton. I don't know what's going on there, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Kairos with a $5 super chat. Wow, what a pop for Punk, huh? It's going to be fun next week. Bro, if Dynamite and Rampage weren't already appointment television, you're going to be glued to that television at fucking 7:30, man, waiting for Dynamite to come on Wednesday. Mr. Cake with a 5, a 2, and a 2. I love what Bianca's doing right now. She has that swagger. She's winning when it counts. No Liv, no Tony, no Naomi, no Bailey, no buns in this bakery. Rated RKO sure loves their black goo. I know, man. No Tony. No Tony. I don't know what's going on. Liv is about to get released. I just feel Liv is getting released, bro. Krabby Nana Bullion with an Australian $3.43. CM Punk, who cares? I got Cesaro earrings. Doggy. Thank you, Krabby Nana Bullion. I don't know what you're smoking, bro, but thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you. Give me a second, guys. Let me reorganize my super chats here, man. Where's Krabby Bullion at? Let me see him. Jericho8131 with a $10 super chat. In one night, Punk crashed Pro Wrestling Tees and Shop AEW, had various trends on Twitter, and sold out an arena. I don't call any return debut in recent memory having that effect. Elitists will say he's not a draw. Bro, fuck the elitists and fuck the dark dwellings of Twitter. Okay? Fuck them. They don't know jack shit. They're a bunch of moronic fucking retards. They don't have a fucking brain cell between any one of them. Ryof Wildfire with a $1.99 super chat. After trying all night, I got the CM Punk shirt. Good for you, bro. Hopefully I did the same thing. I had Hoop Media go and check that for me. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Roman went to the Cody School of Stip Making. Yeah, really. What a waste. Ara with a $9.99 super chat. I don't really watch wrestling anymore, but holy crap, never thought I'd see this day. Congratulations, TK and the wrestling world. By the way, JD, what happened to Velveteen Dream? Velveteen Dream was fired by WWE, not because of the speaking out allegations. I think WWE said they did an investigation and he was cleared of all the charges, which, I mean, it'll never escape him because people are only going to say he's guilty. But he was fired because he had a very bad attitude backstage. Very bad attitude backstage. He was almost as a diva. Almost acted like a diva. I miss Velveteen, man. Velveteen was so great. Can you imagine if Velveteen was still doing his thing and he didn't get called out? What a missed opportunity there, man. What a fucking waste. Zane68071 with a $5 super chat. What's good, JD? I was there at Rampage, and I gotta say, seeing Punk back in the ring was one of the best experiences I ever had at a wrestling show. It certainly looked it, brother. It certainly looked it. I felt it at home, man. I think everybody did. Michael Portelli with a $7.99 Australia mate super chat. Who is more over, Darby, Sammy, or Jungle Boy? My favorite is Sammy. Who do you think is more over, and who's your favorite? I think Sammy is I think Darby's the most over out of all of them. I think it's so tough, man. They're all so even. I think it's Darby, Sammy, and then Jungle Boy. My favorite of the three is actually Jungle Boy. I think Jack Perry is mega impressive, man. I think he's going to be a big deal. Cruze Dadon with a $9.99 super chat. What's up, JD? Just showing some love to the number one podcast. What a night we all had to experience the best in the world in CM Punk and the best in the world in podcasting. JD from New York. Much love. Thank you, Cruze, for the $9.99. We got the Great Khali with a €4.49 in super chat. Best of the Great Khali at SummerSlam compilation uploaded by WWE this week. Curious timing, huh? A viewer since 2013. Long live JD. Long live Riker. Kali, I'm happy to have you here, brother. I'm happy to have you here, man. Mr. Cake with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, just wanted to say congrats on the limit-breaking numbers tonight. Welcome back, Edgar Estrada. And Jesse is all elite. Zach Wiles with a $9.99 super chat. Damn, tonight may have totally changed the dynamic in the wrestling industry forever. Did you break your viewership record? You're killing it, bro. Yes, I did, Zach. Bro, my viewership record was 4,200. I think we broke that by 1,300 tonight. I did 4,200 when Bray Wyatt got released, bro. Emergency live stream. Sports Talk with Marcel with a $4.99 super chat. Hey, JD, been a fan since 2016, and I absolutely love what you do. Sports Talk with Marcel. Thank you, brother. I love it, man. Thank you for being here, man. Heath Potter with a $2 super chat. Did you foresee a CM Punk Colt Cabana storyline? No, I do not. I think Punk got it off his chest and publicly stated that if you ever had a problem with how I handle things, he said it himself, man. It's pretty much an apology to everybody, and I'm sure he apologized to Colt, and Colt apologized to him. I'm sure of it. I think that's water under the bridge now. The mending can begin, man. Because Colt is a producer backstage. He's an agent backstage. So. We got CJBYM21 with a $5 super chat. Best night ever for pro wrestling, and it only gets better when Bryan debuts, hopefully on the 22nd of September, which coincidentally is my birthday. Bro, when we hear the final countdown, man, I may get chills up and down my fucking arms, man. Carl Peterson. I don't know where this is coming from, but we got a $79.99 super chat. Wyndham Rotunda was in attendance as well, JD. No, he wasn't. I don't know where you've seen or heard that, but Wyndham Rotunda was not in attendance at Chicago's first dance tonight. He was not. Blazin with a $5 super chat. Seeing Punk just stand there and absorb that incredible reaction made me tear up. Insane moment. You and me both, brother. William Sanchez with a $10 super chat. Cody Rhodes said AEW is going to change the world, and they are, and will continue to do so. The AEW haters who want them to fail are going to cry themselves to sleep with their lotion and tissues. Bro, listen. If AEW is charging $50 for All Out, and AEW does anywhere between 150 and 200,000 buys on pay-per-view, it legitimately pays for all of CM Punk's contract for the entire year. So, AEW will be in the green before you know it, man. Look at how much merch they're going to be selling. Look at how many tickets they're going to sell. The secondary market for All Out is already $1,000 per ticket with him being back and announced for All Out. Ticket sales are going to go through the roof. Action figures will be sold out. Trading cards are coming. The video game is going to be the best-selling video game of all time. Get real. Get real. JT Golden with a $4.99 super chat. I was 10 years old when Punk made his pipe bomb speech. Now I'm a freshman in college watching him make his return. What a feeling, bro. What a feeling. And it's great that you now even understand it more so now than you did then. Jesse just texted me an image of Bray Wyatt. That's not Bray Wyatt, bro. That looks like a fucking slob who's got a similar haircut to Bray Wyatt. Why would Bray Wyatt be sitting up in the fucking bleachers like that, man? Come on. You gotta be kidding me with that shit. Aura with a $4.99 super chat. The best way I can describe this moment to a non-wrestling fan is when Michael Jordan came out of retirement. That's why I was in Chicago. That's why I was in the United Center, and that's why it was called the First Dance. Justin Striplin with a $4.99 super chat. History in the making tonight in wrestling. And for you, over 5,400 people in the venue and now over 3,400 likes on this live stream. You are the best. Thank you, Justin. I'm not going to get to sleep tonight, man. I'm really not going to get to sleep tonight. I'm blown away by everything that happened tonight. I really am. Greg Jasso. Or is it Husso? With a $4.99 super chat. History in the making tonight. That's Justin. I'm sorry. God rest my mother's soul. I hope she is happy in heaven. CM Punk is back. JD, I love you, bro. Thank you, Greg. God rest your mother's soul, man. HD the King Savage with a $4.99 super chat. My brother, you be dead on with everything you say. CM Punk was lit. Shout-outs from Harlem, New York. Shout-outs from Queens, brother. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. 7 long years, CM Punk is back, as well as the ice cream bars. Cheers, JD. Thank you. Mr. Nation. Zach Wiles with a $4.99 super chat. Laughing my ass off. Watch us get Raw Legends Night. In response, Vince is clueless. Vince is indeed clueless, bro. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. Drizzy Drew with a $4.99 super chat. Picture of Wyndham Rotunda just leaked. He was at Rampage tonight. It's not Wyndham Rotunda. There's no way that was Wyndham Rotunda. I'd be shocked. Ernie Vasquez with a $1.99 super chat. What a night, JD. Is Summer Scam still on? Fuck Goldberg. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, it is. For 50,000 idiots that paid money to be at SummerSlam, yes, it is. Alex with a $2 European super chat. Hi, JD. AEW Rampage was #1 here in Italy. And at 4:30 a.m. God bless your soul, brother, for staying up that late to watch AEW Rampage. Andrew Chavez with a $4.99 super chat. I'm just salivating for when we eventually get to Black and Punk. Ooh. Man, that's going to tear the house down, bro. That's going to tear the house down. $1.99 super chat by King Mo. Glad to be a part of this OTS family. Love this channel. Thank you, King Mo. As always, brother. Edgar Estrada with another $50 super chat. Hey, JD and OTS fam. Thanks for all the love. Been sick. Had the CV. Scares, plus after an ultrasound, they thought I had cancer again, but it was negative, thank God. Lost my mother-in-law, so things were hard on my family. Thanks for all your love and support. Love y'all. Yo, everybody throw them up, bro. Everybody throw them up for Edgar. Let me see those prayer emojis in the chat for my boy Edgar Estrada, who is a fucking VIP here in the venue, man. Jesse says, I better pray it's not Wyndham because you just called the guy in the pic a fat slob. Bro, it doesn't look like Wyndham to me. If it's Wyndham, I apologize. I figured Wyndham would be a little bit more built than that. Did somebody go up and ask him, oh, hi, sir, are you Wyndham Rotunda? Are you Bray Wyatt? I know I would have. Black Monger with a $5 super chat. What the bigger pop, Punk or Cena? Oh, a few weeks ago when he returned. Punk, absolutely. I say Punk, but he's not a draw, right? Laughing my ass off. I feel like a kid again in the 90s. Punk absolutely had the biggest pop, one of the biggest pops ever. Ever. Jeremy Lewis with a $5 super chat. I have tickets to the Go Home Rampage show before Full Gear. I wonder what the pay-per-view now will cost the following night. Will sell like hotcakes. Punk is there, bro. Everything is going to be raised, man. Everything is going to be raised. Spirit of the Wolf with a $10 super chat. You can't spell awesome without AEW. No, you can't. You can't spell failure without WWE either. Cal L with a $5 super chat. Not 500, but here's 5. Showing you love, bro. Thank you, man. Mustangs rule. World of Wrestling with a $2 super chat. What would you say if Roman Reigns joined AEW? Come on in. The Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief is welcome. Mobius with a $5 super chat. What match would you like to see in AEW with the talent of stars? Bro, I don't care. Just give me pro wrestling and logical storylines that captivate me and get me to watch weekly. That's all I care about. The matches will happen. Cal L with a $10 super chat. Hey, bro, missed the show, but I bet it was good. Can't wait to watch the rerun. Love you, bro. Will Jesse be joining you on Friday Rampage? Mustangs rule. Jesse is going to be doing Wednesdays only, man. I'm going to be doing Rampage and SmackDown solo from the venue, bro. But thank you for the $10, brother. I really, really appreciate you, as always. We got so many here, man. Holy shit. What match would you like to see? I just read that. Thank you, Mobius. Seggy L with a $4.99 super chat. Adam Scher, a.k.a. Braun. Stupid. Showing. The conductor of the Stupid Express was in Chicago tonight asking around for deep dish pizza. Maybe I'll send Jesse over his way so he can recommend some deep dish places. Maybe he'll think it sucks too and ask for a New York slice. Mary with a $5 super chat. No message. Thank you, Mary. Black Monger with a $5 super chat. Jeff Hardy needs to get out of WWE. Imagine the Woken gimmick in AEW the right way, like in Impact, or better. This current gimmick of Matt ain't doing it. It's not doing anything for me either, man. I'm not really into the Hardy family office at all. I'm not into them at all, man. I think Private Party have actually taken a step back as well. Zachary R. Francis with a $5 super chat. I was there live, and it was literally the most groundbreaking return I have ever witnessed in person. I shed tears when the crowd sang his theme song. Bro, everybody that was there to witness this firsthand said it was a monumental, historic, groundbreaking, emotional moment, man. Unbelievable. Everybody in that arena felt the same fucking emotion. Everybody here joining me tonight felt the same fucking emotion. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Jacob Carroll with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD, brother? Drinking a cold Strongbow beer. Golden apple flavor. The CM Punk moment last night for me was like a childhood moment. Bro, I'm telling you, man, this made grown men cry. Legitimately made grown men cry, bro. Sixers 205 with a 1999 super chat. Unbelievable, guys. I'm hammered, JD. Let's go. You're hammered at 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. Good job. Also says, I'm not some bandwagon cookie cutter. I've been rocking with you, JD. I know you have been, bro. I know you've been rocking with me, man. Metalhead for Life with a $4.99 super chat. Keep it up, he says, with a super emoji. And Jonathan Cassandro with a $9.99 super chat. No message. Simply wants to support. Thank you to all the new channel members tonight, man. We got a lot of new channel members tonight. Spirit of the Wolf became a channel member. Let me see if I can read some of the channel members off before I get out of here, man. You guys are awesome. Eddie Hazard. Spirit of the Wolf, Ryan Peters, Jim K, IWN, Jose Charles, Man of 1,005 Holds, Andoman, Theory, Mark Pierce, Focus on Yo Focus, Edward Liu, Prime Objective, and Raymond James. You guys are going to be in line for my brand new emojis for the venue coming within the month. I got back ordered, man. My guys are backlogged, but they're coming. Believe me, they are coming, man, and they're going to be exclusively for you guys to use in the venue. Unbelievable, man. Metalhead for life with another $9.99 super chat. Leaves another super emoji. Number one fan, Trevor Spinelli. What's up, my brother? Trevor. Hey, JD, going off to college next Thursday, but I'll be in Chicago for All Out. Holy shit, CM Punk is back. I was just 9 years old when he did the pipe bomb. Now he's back. Brother, I'll see you in Chicago with Jesse. Meet and greet's going to be announced very, very soon, man. I'm nailing down a place right now. Guys, we broke records tonight. 5,400 in the venue. You made my heart so incredibly happy tonight with all the love, all the super chats. This is at 3,700 likes tonight. This may be the biggest live stream I've ever done. And I have thanks to you guys for making that happen, man. I'm about to try and get some sleep, man. I got a long day on Saturday. 2 live streams, SummerSlam predictions in the day, SummerSlam review Saturday night. I need 2 things from you guys right now, man. Number 1, give me those guitar emojis in the chat. Number 2, I need you to raise your cold beverages. I need you to turn that music up to max. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Summer Scam, preview and predictions, and then the review tomorrow night right here on OTS. Zach Wiles, you're a fucking goon, man. Thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Off the Script. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow for Summer Scam.